Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stuck in Static. You are here with the man, Mac Daddy, Hunter McMurtney.
What it do, baby?
You're here with the real deal, Dylan McNeil. And today, we are without Brady Wilson, unfortunately.
He's dead.
He's dead. He got fat again, he died. But in place of Brady, we have the down low boy himself, Devon Bowman. You've seen him at Girls Burritos, hosting an open mic. What is it, second Thursday of each month?
Yeah, second Thursday.
Yes,
Each month.
talking to the mic.
In the mic.
All right. Devon Bowman, everybody.
I got you.
That's the loudest applause I've got.
That feels good.
I was thinking about just adding the comedian applause where it's just a couple claps. You know what I mean?
Somebody in the back like,
You kind of got to give yours, you know what I mean?
You got a crickets button on there?
Yeah, we got crickets on here. We got crickets. But welcome in.
A little backstory of how we got Devon in. Last Thursday, or was it no, it was last Thursday. Yep. I hit him up and I was like, hey, man, are you still doing that open mic on Thursdays? Or I was like, are you still doing it? And you're like, yeah, tonight. And I was like, shit, all right. So wrote some jokes and went and did my first set on Devon's show, and it was fucking awesome.
Hey, shout out to Paris, too. It takes some balls, man, for sure. It takes some balls.
You fucking killed it. I actually had like 2-3 different comedians that have done it for a little bit being like, oh, it's my man's first time. And I'm like, yeah, dude, fucking got
Way
it,
to go, man.
I definitely wrote it all out. I was nervous as fuck, and then I just went up there and just like did it. It was a real good time. But no, I think you host a really good show, too. Like you get people... Most people are kind of like beginning comedy and like just kind of going up there for the first time. But I thought you fostered a really good environment for it.
I think so, too. I think also me being kind of bad at it, too. People are like, oh, the host isn't that great. Like, I can do better than that. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, I'll get up there for sure.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just on act. You know what I mean? Like, you're
that's
really
no, for sure. It's like, it's a character.
Those crickets are intentional.
I'm bad on purpose, you know?
Like the nervous stutter is a character.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But heck yeah. So, Paris, you did that over there. How'd you feel about it?
Dude, it was really fun. Like it was all Asian jokes. I did all 3 Asian jokes of mine.
Use what you got.
Did my actuary joke that I
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Right? I was hoping for a little bigger of a laugh there, but maybe I didn't enunciate right. It's kind of hard to hear R's and stuff. I get it, but no, dude, it was a lot of fun. It was like I come from like a performing background, being like a music person, and it's been at least 5-6 years since I've performed anything. So it's like those butterflies I was getting beforehand.
That's nice,
I was
right?
just like, oh my God, here it is again. It's like the same butterflies I got from like playing sports or like doing music. Yeah. And I was just like, oh shit.
It's very rewarding.
It's real.
Yeah.
What it feels like. It's like I'm like wrestling with myself up here, and it's just really real. And I was like, this is it. Like, let's fucking go.
It definitely kind of hits the same way. Like stepping out in front of a big crowd, like playing football back in like high school, and stepping out like a Friday night field. You're like, whoo.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Those butterflies, man. You're just like, man, I could fuck up. What's gonna happen? But yeah, dude, it was really good. And like, you've done some stand-up sets before too, so it's like I kind of want to ask. I know Dylan hasn't done one yet. I'm sure you'll get up there eventually. Hanging around us enough, right? But like. I want to know, Devon, what drew you to stand up? Like, how far long ago did you start, and like, what kind of got you to that point?
I've been doing it for like a year now.
Yeah.
And the reason I got into like Lexington's local stand up is my little brother was doing stand up. He'd somehow figured out about it, done 2 open mics. And my little brother's like, I don't know. We've always both been like very reserved, shy people, and to see him on stage like telling jokes and stuff, I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. But also, I built your sense of humor, so
so why the fuck am I not doing this?
I'm so much funnier.
Yeah. You're up there telling my jokes.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's got to be kind of a I feel like it's that feeling that you get when, and I think we've all been there where we've seen someone do something and we're like, I could do that so much fucking better.
Yeah. You
know, not just even like that, but like there's been some times to where like now with like the podcast and either seeing other comedians, you start seeing little things like no matter what you are, if you're in a category or like a thing long enough, you're like, damn, that actually takes some fucking, that was a really good way he did that right there. You know what I mean? Or
you
like
start to be more observant of the little things. I notice that with podcasting now too. Like when I listen to podcasts, I can hear like, oh, they definitely cut this part. Oh, right? Like they definitely said something fucked up right there and they had to cut away from it because we do that a lot.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, you say like you become better and you become more observant. It's almost like the opposite in a way too, I figure, because like the more you kind of like that first time doing a set, you're like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and you feel so freeform and like comfortable with it, and then you kind of know what's wrong to do, and like trying to avoid those mistakes and like its own way becomes like its own kind of hindrance on your flow of things.
I feel that, dude. No, like I get that way about music sometimes too, because I learned like in a classical sense. So I learned like these are the notes, these are scales, this is the right way to play music. Versus some people that learn orally that are just taught like this is music, this is how you play. They play a lot different, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot less inhibition of like, wait, no, that doesn't fit in a 4-chord.
Yeah.
It's like no, I'm just playing music because it's like it's and yeah. So like comedy's probably the same where it's just like if you start overthinking it, then all of a sudden like all your shit sucks.
What a huge part of comedy is like, you know, self-delusion and like
Yeah.
I mean, like
Sociopathy.
yeah, like, it's like lack of self-awareness and like what's the word I'm looking for?
Kind of like arrogance, maybe.
Gynecology?
Yeah,
A little bit narcissistic.
it's like narcissist. It's like a delusions of self-grandeur.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
I was never gonna guess that, by the way.
That's a huge part of comedy, dude. Like watching someone, I don't know, like watching someone just like you going up there doing good was awesome, right? Someone goes up there was as much like as feeling good as you did and feeling the vibe out as well as you have. And when they do terrible while they're feeling that good, it's such a fun. I don't know. That's fun. They know how to do.
That's what's funny, like to comedians, right? Comedians like jokes,
Yeah.
or like comedians are like jokes, but when people bomb, that's funny.
I almost wish I could always do my, like, here's how I thought of it for the longest time. I was like, so when I first started serving tables or bartending or anything like that, you know, you're kind of nervous and you go up to tables and you're like, oh, I'm the steak, you know what I mean? But now I'm throwing finger guns in, you know what I mean? Like I'm coming up, I'm just being ridiculous.
So casual about
like,
it.
they're like, do you guys still have steaks here? And I'm like, no, where do you, what? You know, like
Yeah.
so it's kind of like, I'm hoping, you know, everyone kind of starts getting that feeling. And I think that feeling of just being up there and kind of like you start getting a flow, and that's when you can really develop your material. Because I feel like the butterflies are good. That's what creates it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then after you take a shit, you don't have any more butterflies. You know, it's good to keep that kind of, I don't know, just developing that kind of skill level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is a skill to like go on stage and just like be like, all right,
You just got to keep doing it.
Right. It's like the way I approached it, I feel like I wasn't as nervous as maybe somebody would be for their first time doing stand-up because like I've known, for example, my first ever music major final, which is a jury essentially. So what you do is you prepare a piece of music for a whole semester, right? You hire a pianist and you play it in front of all the faculty and they grade you. Right.
Okay.
It was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done at that point in my life. It was just like, and I absolutely bombed so hard on my first jury. Got like a 70. It's horrible, right? Second jury, kind of the same thing. But by the third one, I was just like, man, I know what I can do, right?
Yeah.
I can't do any more than that. That's just what I'm gonna do then. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's just like preparation then meets it, and then you're just like, okay, well there it is. That's all I can do. So when I did these jokes, literally wrote them out word for word, and I was like, I know how to say these words in this order. I'm just gonna go do it. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it was.
Do you, Devon? Do you still write jokes at all, or do you kind of just kind of freeball it?
No, I write for sure.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely do most of my writing like 10 minutes before going up, but like for sure.
I kind of feel like that's the energy's good then. You know?
Yeah. Like but definitely got a huge like note section on my phone full of like incoherent rambling. I'm like, oh, I thought that was funny for some reason.
Exactly.
Like, that is not. Yeah.
We had that the other night. Essentially, it was just like our buddy Brady, his cousin, won the Funniest Man of Kentucky, and we've been trying to get David, and he was just telling me, man, he's like, yeah, when you're writing those jokes, it's like you're writing almost like a skeleton, right? Like you don't know all the muscles and everything else, but you're giving yourself a backbone to go off of because you can hop to another point if you have like little tidbits, you know what I mean? Right. Kind of like a presentation, but you're dropping fucking what you think's funny, which I think is so crazy. Like when you hit that chord with people, I bet still like you're just like, oh, like even that one laugh, you're like, fuck yes. Dude.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that. Like, I was gonna ask like Devon, what do you think is your like process to like coming up with a joke? Is it just kind of like something happens, like I'll find that something happens, I'll just think about it and then get to a funny point and then completely forget it because I don't write it. But like, do you like, look for stuff to react to or write something about, or do you like look within yourself to write something about, or like how's that going for you?
I feel like most of my like discovery joke process has been through like real life interactions and then kind of like reinterpreting what I found was funny about that. Like I would, joke about like killing someone for littering, and I like it's kind of rewritten off a joke where I drove behind someone thinking about killing them for littering. Yeah, dude. Like that work is a good story. But it's definitely like finding something like that and then like kind of understanding like a few of your jokes that work really well mechanically and taking the jokes from like something that works really well mechanically and like transferring those tricks into something you also finds like fun and funny. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I feel like it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's like reworking the same like 7 or 8 pieces into like I don't know. Like I do very mechanical setup punchline kind of jokes, I guess.
I feel that. Yeah.
But
Do you have a group? Do you find like it's easier, like you kind of have like your group of comedians you were saying are there? Is it help to bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that? Like, do you have a group to where you kind of all mingle and?
Our group, we have like a little bullshit group chat, and we do like Timmy Two Times is definitely a good like version
workshop.
Of our group,
it's like a good workshop,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
But like the main person I probably sit there and write jokes with is my brother Adrian Bard. Like,
okay,
yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. As far as somebody I think like gets me comedically and like helps me punch up my jokes or hit somewhere with like his jokes. I love his humor, but also it's like a narcissism thing. Like I said, I feel like I built a sense of humor.
I'm about to clap his fucking jokes, dude.
Yeah, your jokes are like mine, dude, and I love them.
That is good shit, man. That is.
It's true though. You gotta have to have that narcissism kind of swirling around so you feel confident.
I'm telling you, like a lack of self-awareness going on stage is so healthy. It's like no matter where you bomb and eat shit, you're gonna do so much better where you're just not like into it or thinking about yourself, like or just completely thinking about yourself.
The lack of self-awareness. That's good.
It's so good for you.
Yeah, because I almost feel like I just constantly have that, but it's in the wrong areas apparently. You know what I mean?
Right, it's like I don't brush my teeth.
Yeah, dude.
Right? Yeah.
I actually did realize I left my toothbrush in my car for like a week, and I was like, did I not brush my teeth for a fucking week, dude? And I have a good toothbrush, dude.
Really?
That shit.
It's electric?
I got back on there. That thing was grinding away.
Right.
I thought the toothbrush thought it was like a woodwork shop, dude.
Hunter, when did you do your first set? This is pretty
so
while ago, right?
I was getting big into it pre-COVID. And then when COVID happened, it was just a shit show. And then they were having things through Comedy Off Broadway where you could go through their, it was kind of like a Skype or a Zoom to where you could do like, you could tune in for like an open mic thing. And I was like, I think that completely takes away from, you know what I mean?
That
like it just
fun at all.
And me doing that, God forbid I get used to that. You know what I mean?
No,
like I got to start going up to the stage with a computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I did mine in Winchester, so that's why I wasn't too nervous about the girls. I wish I would have made it there, but
about the girls.
Yeah, the girls burritos. By the way, shout out.
I thought you said about the girls there. I thought you were calling them ugly.
No, well, they definitely weren't pretty.
Winchester girls, dude.
Them Winchester girls.
Dude, do you like tramp stamps and Marlboro Lights? That is your type of area.
I was gonna say, where's Brady when you need him?
Oh.
Trashy out.
But I did that, and it was definitely a learning process. It was like the first time I did it way too drunk, and I thought I did good. I went back and looked at it, and I was like, that was fucking atrocious.
Right.
And it was just like, I don't want to ever get to the point where like, oh, I think I need to be like high or I need to be drunk to do this. Like I want this to be you know what I mean? I don't want there to be like a crutch essentially.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So then second time I did it, it was on election day, and it was so funny because I was just berating because I know how it voted out there. You know, I'm not a Republican, so I thought it was funny, and I was like making jokes about that, and it was going well, and I was there. It was every Mondays there, and then they shut it down because it started getting too, I guess, aggressive.
Well, too racist. In Winchester, giving people a mic.
And it's tough too because my ADHD. When you tell me I have 3 minutes up there, that is just. Poof.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's very hard, but then when you're up there, you're like, this is forever.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I liked about yours. There was no like timer anywhere. I know it was like roughly 5-minute sets or whatever, but then it was just like
5 minutes is a long time.
It is a long time to be up there.
It is.
Yeah.
I think you hit around like 6 or 7, dude.
Did I really?
Yeah, we ran it for a little bit.
Go.
Yeah, they were like, shut the fuck up.
Right? Enough Asian jokes.
He's done the Racine Gun like 8 times, dude. We fucking get it. Well, I wanted to ask you too, man. So you said the Lexington comedy scene. Were you in a different comedy scene before that, or were you just saying you just entered into this one?
It's here, yeah.
Okay.
Here.
What about have you done anything in Louisville or anything?
Yeah, I fucked around up in Louisville and done like a few spots in Cincy. Like I like it up there. I just can't fucking afford to drive up there.
Yeah, man. It's a pain in the ass,
dude. Yeah.
Did you ever get told like you should do stand up? Did anybody like come
Fuck
up
no.
to you?
Hell no, dude.
No one said that, really?
Fuck no, dude.
Was that pretty crazy when people were like, when you're telling them you were doing comedy?
Yeah, for sure.
I bet, dude.
You don't fucking do comedy. I'm like, I do, dude. Fucking talk shit. Say mean things all day on stage.
Right?
Yeah, because like you are much more reserved of a person just in general. But like, you know, I feel like people like that though do well in comedy because like you're probably very observational about everything, right? Because people that tend to be quiet. I was like this when I was a kid because I would literally come home from Japan some years and not know English. Like I would literally only know Japanese. So like I had no choice but to sit there and just observe everything happening. And I feel like doing that over and over again. Same thing in Japan. I was like just intaking stuff. And I didn't realize until recently, it's like I spent most of my life just observing and not saying anything about it. So let me see what I can say about it. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like you've been like like back of the classroom, kind of seeing what's going on, kind of
I
thing?
just feel like I've struggled my whole life to take things seriously.
Facts though.
It's kind of been a goof to me. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm just enjoying it. Yeah.
Right. It's tough now, man. It's so tough. Like, I was gonna like, have you like felt like with the comedy scene up here too, which I feel like Lexington's a big untapped market. Honestly, I feel like Nashville and like all those areas, like I feel like that's really unexplored is one of my things. But I guess we won't hop into that. But I was gonna say I completely forgot where I was going with my thought.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going.
I don't know, dude.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. You made me forget.
I have that effect on people.
You really
Talking about being a musician and doing comedy. You know our friend Carl. Carl was
yeah.
it's a musician friend of ours that plays here in town, and he came up to Girls, Girls, Girls to do a set one time, and he went up there pretty drunk. Did pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bombed. But the thing about Carl bombing on stage, he wasn't nervous because he's done so many big shows and music stuff. So he's up there bombing on stage with complete comfort, not scared to be on stage at all. Just talk, you know what I mean?
Just get the gun,
yeah,
man.
dude. Just like, with like no instrument to hide behind. But yeah, he just did not. Yeah.
That's
He's like, and I was like, Carl, you got to get down. He's like, oh, okay. And no worries about being up there on that stage.
Did you have something like kind of what were your butterflies before that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was it like athletics for you, or was it just kind of like, you know what I mean? Or is this kind of the first time you've gotten that kind of rush like that?
Probably like athletics, like football in high school and running track in high school. Definitely that, like, you know, doing a race in front of people and all that.
Okay.
Other than that, just
dude,
just anxiety.
It's a different breed, dude. I have like one of my favorite dudes is Theo Vaughn, dude, and just like I feel like if anyone could ever have a pod, it's that guy because I like his comedy, but he's such a improv dude. Whatever he fucking says, dude, he's just as funny. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like
It's that accent, the mullet.
he just hits it, man.
I never fucked with Theo Vaughn too much. I like him, but like the funniest thing I've ever seen Theo Vaughn do is he posted while he's here in town. He posted a picture of him hugging a horse that said #BLM. It's fucking funny, dude.
So do you have any like have you gotten more into like watching? You said it like a year and a half now. Have you gotten more into like looking up comedians or?
I've always been like pretty into stand up and like enjoying like the comedy podcast scene and all that stuff. Yeah, fucking.
Who's top 3 for you?
Like comedians of all time. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. My favorite comedian's Mitch Hedberg, though.
Oh, word.
Sure.
Okay.
Word.
Mitch Hedberg
rules, dude.
So funny, bro. I heard a joke of his the other day. It was like, what'd he say? He was like, I want to get a world map and put pins on every single place I've been. But first I have to go to the corners of the map so it'll stay up. Like, that dude's jokes are so gold, dude. R.I.P. Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
All right, who's 2 and 3 for you then?
Kind of.
There you go. On the spot.
Cat Williams, maybe.
Oh, word?
Cat
Dude,
Williams, yeah,
I'm telling you, the first time I saw him doing that hustling shit, walking through the grocery store, dude.
Oh, yeah.
When I was in 8th grade, bro, I was like, this is the funniest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen, dude.
Dude, yeah, no, his fucking bit about sitting on top of the refrigerator high.
Talking
about insurgents coming. That's the funniest shit. Yeah.
Dude, Cat Williams went through the ringer for a little bit, dude.
Yeah, that bit
fuck.
where
He
he
was
got
in the
all
hood
the
getting
way-
in fights with kids and
Right?
shit.
Bro, like I'll watch that. I'm like, is this real still?
It blows my fucking mind. I'm like, Cat, what are you doing, dude?
The inability to take things seriously. He's getting beat up by 13-year-olds. They're like, this is a bit. This is a bit. That's hilarious.
I can't even imagine like seeing him and then
How do you have that much money though, and you're like still just like getting beat up by kids?
I know, right?
Bro, I know it's gonna happen with me with money. Like, I'm gonna go down to fucking tin roof and get my ass kicked. And they're gonna be like, dude, you can't do that.
This is the exact same video of you getting beat up like a 13-year-old in a white beater. You got the same jersey on.
Yeah, I'm trying to relive. You know what I mean?
He's got a fat lip in your mouth. In his mouth, he spits on you after he's done.
Oh, dude.
Right?
I still. Did you guys see that? Bert what?
Kreischer?
Yeah, he's filling up Rupp Arena. You were telling me that.
Coming
March?
to
I didn't.
April 6th.
April.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't
It's a
know he
Thursday.
had a fan base like that, dude.
Yeah.
Bro,
Holy
Bird's fan base is
fuck.
crazy. They all look like him too, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like you and Brady.
Oh,
Honestly.
dude. then I want to fucking go,
Yeah,
bro.
we'd
That's a
have-
lot of beer.
We'd have a lot of fun, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's tickets are only like $40 or something.
Really?
Yeah, straight
No
from Rupp.
way.
Yeah, because it's not sold out yet. So
All right, what's number 3 for you then?
Yeah, you were over talking. I should have been thinking. Comedians that just fucking.
There's a lot, bro.
Yeah, dude.
There's so many right now.
Well, and that's what I've like with like the online and stuff now, where
Yeah.
you can do like these highlight reels where these dudes like like people can get these 5 seconds of fame. And it's crazy now because you see so many people just popping up.
That's where I got really into Schultz, like during COVID, is because he was so good at putting content out just online.
His
just,
crowd
like,
work is just ungodly.
I really think that like Schultz is my number one right now. Just 'cause, like,
I agree.
How he can like tiptoe around really touchy subjects with the knowledge that he has is just like that's what I would love to emulate because he's just like so knowledgeable.
Crowd
about
work
things.
is a game changer.
Right.
Yeah.
Crowd work.
It is a game changer. It'll save your life.
So I haven't filmed any real skits or anything yet, but I have 2 of them that I've kind of like been writing out. But the one I really want to put out first is one called Instagram Reel, spelled REAL, and it's like me up on stage doing crowd work, right?
Yeah.
You know, bullshitting with somebody until some lady like, you know, says something, and it's the classic yellow text of me fucking slam dunking on this lady, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like label it comedian destroys the existence of heckler.
Yeah.
But like the point of it, like it hits a poignant point where like I'm like, look, lady, you're not even real, and the camera like pans around me, and it's like an empty crowd. That's pretty good by myself, and it pans, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude.
There's
some
layers
work
to
around
that.
that. But like it being like a fake crowd work thing called Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that'd be good, man.
I like that. We have some skits that we're trying to do as well with some characters that Brady and Hunter have developed, and they're gonna be great once we get it done. But like we got a Jackie Daytona. They essentially have fake wrestler personas. Oh, yeah. And what I've come to find out,
a lot of weed, dude.
Yeah. What I've come to find out is wrestling is hilarious. Right?
Yeah, wrestling's fucking
dude.
sick.
It's
I haven't kept
amazing.
both. Like I was definitely into wrestling as a kid. I have a couple of like these couple of years, but like what were your favorite wrestlers?
Oh, dude. Camacho Man Randy Savage, far from average. Jesus Christ.
I was always a fan of Rey Mysterio just because of what he could do.
619, get the fuck out of here,
Rey
dude.
Mysterio was the fucking coolest dude. I was like,
He was the first high flyer, bro.
and plus, I saw him and I was like, that little brown dude, I'm a little brown dude. That's me, bro.
Right? He's over there on people like a fucking gyroscope, just slinking around and slamming them down.
Fucking like running around like the great Khali, like a fucking Attack on Titan
That's
character.
what I'm saying, dude. That is so funny. If they could remake something with that would be fucking awesome.
real.
But Rey Mysterio was literally like they'd have him going against the biggest guys, and as a little kid, you're like, I can do it too, and it's not the same. The slaps hurt a lot more. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, what about you, man?
My favorite as a kid for sure was Shawn Michaels, the
Heartbreak?
Kid, dude.
Man.
She thinks I'm cute.
Yeah.
She knows I'm sexy.
Dude, he was like
If only Brady was here, damn.
Oh, I know.
He would love this shit.
He was the second generation of the Ric Flair. Like, it was just that hot boy fucking heel. You know what I mean? And then, of course, God, there's so many of them. Like, I was definitely into it. Yeah, Brady would love this shit right now. He's going to hear this and be
I
fucking
can't believe
love
we're
it.
doing Brady's wrestling corner
Without
Brady.
He's going to be okay, Devin, he has wanted this talk for probably a year now.
Right.
Like, and every time we're like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Wrestling's cool now, but not when you're here to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Now we want to talk about
You know
it.
too much, Brady. It's not fun.
So,
That's what I'm saying. Like a lack of awareness of things makes things so much better.
There we go.
basically the characters are like, have you seen the show Eastbound and Down?
Nah.
Okay.
Danny McBride.
Yeah.
You know who that is? He was in like Hot Rod. He plays the same character in every
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
He's a
Nerd
redneck
character.
douche.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And so what it is this character in this is a retired like professional athlete, but he's just a massive douchebag.
Right.
So that's what the wrestlers would be, and but it's just like it's funny. It's
You have
that's
to
how I
come up
always
with a
end it.
backstory about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been writing some stuff for a backstory. We got to record something. But dude, if you want to do skits, bro, like hit us up because like
Yeah,
we
we're
got
always
camera
down for
work, we
that.
got stuff to like really make that happen. Because I think like you were saying earlier, Lexington's like untapped potential. I just think that like Lexington has so many people not doing shit and would love to do shit, right? But like everywhere you go is a fucking strip mall. And like you go to the center of like downtown, there's like a bustling community of people trying to do something, trying to get shit together. But like as soon as someone pops off, they leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to ask your question about this since you've been in the scene for a while. Like, do you see like worth in staying in Lexington and like fostering this community, or do you think it's kind of like a hopeless pursuit that like people will end up inevitably going to Louisville or Nashville or Cincinnati or something?
Dude, I think while like comedy off Broadway is like as gate kept as it is, and as like unaccessible as it is, and like unadvertised for their open mics. It's not ever gonna be like for it in comedy.
They keep it more cliquey over there. It's very tough. I don't know. That's probably not even the right way to do it. It's just like you said. It's very hard to even know what's going on over there.
I mean, they don't have any kind of like active advertisements. Their Facebook doesn't like. If you go like look up their Facebook or their Instagram, whatever, they're posting about their shows and people coming in, but nothing about an open mic or local scenes or local shows.
I know they do one like on a Tuesday every month or something.
Yeah,
right?
second Tuesday of every month.
I'd like to hit it up. Like, I'd like to get in there, but is it really gate kept like that?
That's fun. No, it's fine. You just got an email to get in.
Really?
Like, yeah, but it's like there's rules and stuff, and like a lot of open mics up here aren't official enough to have rules. But you know,
no
cursing, 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's a really strict. Yeah, really strict 3 minutes.
There's like specific curse words you can't say.
Like what?
Like fuck, something else. I don't know.
Chink?
This is comedy.
That's a N word.
That's my word. Yeah, I can say my word, right?
This brings us into a whole debate about rap. But because when I was looking into that stuff out there, I realized that comedy is like no other profession almost, to where it's almost like a pay to play, to where there's not anyone to ever help you develop. There's not in any professional field you'd go into, there's always some type of coach. Yeah. And I feel like it's very hard to find anyone that really knows what they're talking about, and anyone who, if they have made it to that level, why are they going to, I almost feel like gatekeeping is a good way, because it's like, why am I going to give you my talents? Because I feel like comedians are very, this is mine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you my key to success.
It's kind of like a famine mentality. Yeah. It's like if I don't have these spots.
Because it's so hard. It's so hard to get into it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think some of my favorite stories, like podcast wise, have come from Rogan and Joey Diaz, guys like that, where they were at the Comedy Cellar in the peak of the Comedy Cellar, where the back room was just a comedian's hangout. Yeah. And they would all just get together and just talk shit, and they would end up with these great jokes from it, but it wasn't even intentional. It was just literally, how do we all help each other?
Just organic.
And that's what I would love out here, man.
Absolutely.
And there are a few moments that like you hit, like I've been doing comedy for a year, and you hit where you're like hanging out with the comedians, and it's like a good point in the year, and everyone's been hitting some mics regularly. Yeah. You're sitting back with the comedians you kind of made friends with, and you're drinking the bullshit, and you're like, damn, I'm hitting that fucking Joe Rogan fucking style.
Yeah, dude.
Cellar moment.
No, and that's what I would love out here, dude. I would love to have a group of people that can go there and just sit and base ideas, because you got to have that, I feel like. Yeah. I mean, that's with anything.
It's so much more of like a scene than you like think. You know what I mean? There are like a, Carlos Mencia style pieces of shit out here, like just in town.
Oh yeah.
Like pieces of shit. And
you got joke stealers out here too?
They're not stealers, but just like weird pieces of shit in the comedy scene. You're like, that's strange. And
I love how even as like when I went to Timmy's over there, Timmy Two's, I was like, that's kind of weird. I was like, I made this one bit, and I thought it was fucking hilarious, dude. I was watching this guy. I realized I had scripted out mine way too much. I went over there, and these guys were really reading from their handbook, and I was like, fuck, I didn't know it was like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which it was like, I'm going to sit there and laugh. So when I get the fuck up there, I don't care if it's fake. Give me a goddamn fucking laugh. You know what I mean? Like, not everything you said was that funny. But this guy went up there, and he kept talking about, it was funny, but it was an aggressive, like, I get it. So he kept talking about how much his mom fucked black dudes in the trailer park. And I was like, okay, all right. And then he would like go into it. And then I was like, I got up on stage, and I was like, dude, I haven't heard someone hate their mom this much since the fucking Eminem fucking EP, dude. And it was a lot smoother. Like I said, the Marshall Mathers EP. Yeah. And everyone in there was like, I was like, that was good, dude. Yeah. I was like, I don't care what the fuck you say. Like, but no, it was like,
we love his mom, dude. Fuck you. Yeah,
dude. But no, it was, I catch because, it's a weird thing that people like doing. Comedy's a weird thing. You know what I mean?
Well, it's for weird people, honestly. It's like fake, it takes, right? It takes like a certain person, like you said, that like just can't take things seriously. I found that like this morning, right? There was this news about how like some football players at Virginia were gunned down and murdered by like another ex-football player, right? And I was like, damn.
I am curious how you're tying this in.
I was like, midterms must be rough, bro. Oh my God.
That's pretty fucking good. Way to go.
I was like, that's so fucked up. Why does my mind do that? Like I say some things to my girl sometimes. She's like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I'm sorry. Like, it's my thoughts.
That was good.
It just happens,
it's
bro.
a coping mechanism. It's like I could either fucking like giggle about it, or you can just make my heart a little heavier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like shit's way too serious these days. States. It's just way too real, like with Russia and all this stuff. It's just like, man,
you're just bombarded every fucking day.
Right? Like I literally, but no, do you find that like there's a certain personality type that gravitates towards it? Maybe the kind like, I don't know if we've nailed it with like the people that can't take it seriously enough. Because you do see like this kind of wave of like woke comedy, as they call it, as like people making kind of political points with their jokes, which is fine. Like, do your comedy, do what you want. But maybe those aren't the people that are exactly like taking things very lightly all the time. I don't know. Like I almost feel like it's a character flaw of mine, but like at the same time, like it's funny. I don't know what to say.
Well, I think a lot of the magic, for instance, and of course, Dave Chappelle's like one of the greatest of all time. Think about his ability to storytell. He hits these really hard hitting points, but he calms it down with a joke in there. You know what I mean?
Did you all see his monologue from SNL?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was so. Did you see that shit, bro? It's masterful. Like the way he like literally like he was like, before I start, he pulls out a piece of paper. He's like, I am not hateful towards any groups, towards any religions, and like did like this apology,
disclaimer,
like,
disclaimer,
right?
basically,
and then like went on to make these very poignant points about like black people in the Jewish community, and I was just like, dude, this is mad. I didn't even know they let him on SNL still. I thought he was like banned, or I thought he was like too controversial to be on that, but no, they let his ass right on there. They had a really good sketch about like barbershop talk, like all these black dudes in a barbershop and they're like, cutting hair, but there's like one Jewish barber. So they keep talking about stuff that happens. And the Jewish guy's like, well, actually, and they're all like, okay. It's hilarious, dude.
Well, it's so good to hear like points of view. Like that's what comedy's about, man. It's like look at me with the headphones. That's what comedy's about.
Right, preaching. Here we go.
But it's literally one of the things where it's like I want to hear these different perspectives, and people are developing characters. Of course, we don't want some hateful shit like happened on Twitter.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like when you were able to give people
what happened on Twitter?
Oh, when they dropped
Elon.
when he bought it, everyone just got on there. It was just dropping racial slurs.
Yeah,
just going hard as fuck, dude.
You didn't see that?
Nah,
bro. You gotta follow. You gotta follow Sean King.
It was burning, bro.
This is why I deactivated my social media.
It was tragic, but
it took all of 0.2 seconds for people to be like, "This is what Hitler would have said today."
Yeah, dude, it was aggressive as fuck, dude. But it was just one of the things where I'm like, it's about like a storytelling process of like, your unself-awareness or your too deep of self-awareness. You know what I mean? And then I was going to ask you, man, being in like a college town, I've almost kind of felt like it's harder in a college town a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's a little scarier.
Look at that beautiful hair. Before we go on, look at that magnificent hair, dude.
Dude, you kind of look like a Roman Reigns over there right now.
Right? I can't believe you were withholding that from us, bro. Jesus. Beautiful.
Cracked out great quality, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
I want those pants.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like almost a parachute shape in the middle, dog.
He's kind of looks like he's got like the biggest boat fisherman pants I've ever seen in my life, dude. And he looks super comfortable. I bet he's rocking but like just the biggest piece of fucking meat between his legs on this God's green earth, dude.
Dude, me and you could like sleep in the Great Khali's pants, like a little sleeping bag. One of us in both each leg.
Right. You get the right nut. I'll take the one.
Sleeping like a little baby, dude. But no, I was talking to Dylan about this yesterday, and it was who was the guy who was bringing up the one with the ponytail? He was a major activist in comedy.
Oh, George Carlin.
Yeah, so George Carlin essentially. He was using it as a political outlet, comedy.
In a way,
yeah.
Especially towards the end.
And which I get it, but it was like college campuses used to be those places to where that's where you went to speak out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not just for political stuff, but just for like, cracking jokes too about situations. Cause like we just said, life's fucking serious. Let's calm the fuck down for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But have you dealt with any of that like over there? Like where you're like, damn, these people are not getting the point of this.
A few of them, yeah. But I don't know, like I'm a little shitheadish sometimes with my joke telling. I for sure I like the joke where I'm setting it up in a way that I'm gonna like upset you and then fucking just not say anything. Yeah.
Do you gauge the crowd? Like, do you get a feel? Like, have you went in there and be like, okay, I'm not using this one?
Yeah, no, for sure. You get a good little readout, dude. I have this fucking joke where I say Andy Bashir, more like Andy bitch queer. And let's go, Brandon. I usually tell that as a fucking like I'm in a mic and I'm in a bad mood and fucking whatever. Like, fuck this place. I'm gonna be mean. And I told that one time at a bar in Nicholasville called Long Shots for their open mic, and that was the first time I ever told that joke. And these people were like, "Whoa!"
Oh, dude. You know the crowd, yeah. Like, those moves were a little too deep.
I was like, it usually gets groans.
It's got a little rally-ish real quick.
Some guy's reaching for his torch. He's like, "Are we good for it?"
I just wanted to say something they didn't expect. I didn't think they were gonna love it.
Yeah, like definitely the older crowd I had over there in Winchester was above 50, and I went on election day and I was like, hey, everyone here that voted today, I appreciate it. I know you're all over 65 and I know you're not going to be here for the shit you just caused, but I really appreciate it. Right. And they were just, and I was like, and then I put on my sunglasses like a little baby bitch. I was like, dude, I pulled Big Daddy where he's in the
no more eye contact.
Julian, where are you, Julian? I'm here. Fucking, I was brain racked. I was like, fuck, dude. But
so Devon, I know you're a fan of anime, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
good man.
Do you ever feel like, anime humor has like penetrated you and like you kind of like feel that like you kind of make jokes? Because when I did my Rasengan joke, I was like kind of feeling that way, like the kind of absurd shonen humor kind of inserted in there. Do you draw any inspiration from like?
Nah, dude, fucking comedians and everyone in the comedy scene and people on stage hate if you bring up anime in any other way. Aside from insulting and like talking shit on anime. Like,
I can't wait. I'm gonna bring it up so much, dude. It's gonna be so awful.
That's gotta be your niche, dude.
Yeah, like anime comedy, I will fucking do it, dude. I know. I've seen One Piece like 3 times.
I've caught myself now to where my big thing is I just hate. And maybe this is just, I don't know, because I feel like people that really work their craft, I'm like over kind of like I call it like fart humor, to where some of it's good, but it's just a lot of just like pussy or dick or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we get it.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, the private parts are funny. Boobs are cool. You know. But I catch myself. Do you have like is there like a thing for you where you're like, okay, this guy is clearly just, or it's based on preference, but you know what I mean? Like, do you have one where you're like,
do you consider anything low hanging fruit that you're just like, I'm not gonna make that joke?
Anime.
it's not even the anime is like low hanging fruit. It's just so disliked by like, people that don't like anime resent you for liking anime.
It's essentially like wrestling, dude. Yeah, like exactly. The minute you tell someone you're in wrestling and you're over the age of like 14, they're like, wow.
Shonen anime and wrestling are the exact same thing.
Facts though.
It is it's a soap opera. We have this thing. So let me ask you this: what is kind of what is your soap opera to where like you're embarrassed to tell people like this is your guilty pleasure? Because I feel like being a comedian, you got to have a couple of those. Huh?
Like gay porn and fucking
dabble that fruit, huh?
Things I like it's probably anime, dude.
Yeah.
I've probably forgotten more anime than most people have watched. You know what I mean? Like, I'll bang out like a manga. I watched so much dog shit anime.
Right.
Yeah. I've caught myself on Netflix where it's like I see it now to where like I'll be seeing shows and then one will be like naughty mom like teaches like son how to do karate or something. I was like,
it's not Netflix, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you guys my website, but like I'll catch it.
XXX.
But like it's little things like that to where like in anime I'm just kind of like I'm like, dude, I'm doing a double negative right now. Like I'm just going full balls deep in this fucking. What is it called? Hentai?
Hentai, yeah. Hentai is great, dude.
Yeah, it claps.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to make a joke out of this idea that like when I was in middle school, like I had to suppress the fact that I was Japanese because of the Naruto kids. Right, because I spent my whole life just watching anime, being in Japan. Like it was normal, everyone liked it, it was cool. And I come to America and I'm like, yeah, I fuck with some Inuyasha, some Naruto and shit like that. And then like you got fucking this bitch over here running with her arms back in an orange jumpsuit. And I was like,
lunch.
I cannot be associated. Like I cannot do that.
That or the parkour kids, dude.
I didn't have trouble with them because like I didn't feel it in my identity like I did, right? But I was straight up just like, fuck, dude, I gotta like suppress this shit. I was just not Japanese for 3 years.
Anything that was like reminding you of home was like cringe running through the halls.
Exactly. I was just like, I was mad at my Japanese family. It's like, why are you guys so weird? Right? God damn, put your shoes on. Right, but no, and then like eventually I was just like
eating out of a bento box, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, right?
It's McDonald's.
Quit eating your
dare
French
you.
fries with chopsticks. You're fucking weird. Yeah, no, but like, and then eventually I was like, you know what, fucking, I'm Japanese. It's cool. And then come to find
cool.
out, like every single black person in my middle school that would, make fun of me, call me fried rice for watching anime. Everyone was watching Dragon Ball Z and shit. Everyone was watching Naruto. You got fucking NBA players with like anime on their shoes and shit. And I was like, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, everyone was hiding it, dude.
You motherfuckers.
Anime's got mainstream as fuck.
That's
now,
what I'm
dude.
saying, dude. Anime is cool now. I don't care what people say.
I get pissed off when people coming to me like, hey, have you seen this one called like Demon Slayer? I'm like, what the? Have you seen the 14,000 other ones before that shit, dude?
Right.
The Demon Slayer though, that budget quality is fire.
It is a good show.
My biggest like workaround on figuring like what kind of anime person are you is like, did you watch Fully Cooley alone and not understanding what was going on as a kid?
Fully Cooley alone.
FLCL, Fully Cooley.
I haven't heard that.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like did you like that as an Adult Swim anime? And it's like it's a weird coming to age story. It's like I don't know. It's like y'all seen Chainsaw Man, right? Right, Chainsaw Man's like biggest inspiration,
right.
dude. Yeah, dude. Fully Cooley, it's definitely some.
Really?
Watch it, dude. Yeah. It's,
Oh shit!
I always
weird.
felt that way
It's weird.
about Bobobo. Did you ever see Bobobo?
Oh, Bobo.
Yeah, Bobobo. That
Yes,
shit
dude.
was off the chain, bro. That shit was the most nonsensical anime you've ever seen.
That's kind of like JoJo now.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
know what I mean.
right.
I forgot Bobo,
So,
dude.
so I'm like realizing Bo, that stuff was like a parody of like JoJo stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, like-
JoJo's been around like since like the 70s, dog.
It's
See,
old
I-
as shit.
I didn't know that, and I was like, why? I was like, the other day I thought about that because I was like, what the fuck? And
Right,
then
what
like
is
it was a satire essentially.
Dude, it's literally longer than One Piece. Like everyone's like One Piece is the longest, whatever. But no, JoJo's is like way longer than One Piece.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Chapter wise and anime wise.
Well, I thought they had said that One Piece was the longest running anime.
Maybe Shonen.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. But dude, that shit. Do you keep up with One Piece?
Like somewhat.
I
bro.
see you with the
It's just
Doflamingo
like, yeah,
sunglasses sometimes. Yeah,
dude.
I
Yeah,
saw
I've seen
that.
the Dressrosa arc for
There
sure.
we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Dude, One Piece is so fire.
Did you okay?
So fire.
Here was a clutch one. Did you guys ever watch the one called Claymore?
Yeah, Claymore.
You remember how dope that shit was, dude?
Like characters would get their arms cut off every episode.
Every episode.
that one always gave me anxiety. Like it's like slashing down, just like looks down, like arms are gone. And that was like
my
every other
God.
frame.
Dude, that was the first one I dove into, and it was like literally like you would fall in love with the character. And first off, all the characters, the story arc is all these beautiful women that carry these demons.
Yeah.
And it was like, please, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is dope.
7 foot tall Valkyrie women.
Oh, dude, I think that's why I have a weird tall chick fetish, dude. Because now every time I see this, I was like, our babies will be fucking ready for anything, dude. But no, it was demented as fuck too. Like it was bloody as
Some of
shit.
those Adult Swim animes got a little out of hand. I will say that. I don't know many examples of them because I didn't watch them because I was just like, you know what, this is not the anime I know.
So coming back around to outside of my addiction to porn and bo.
Yeah, my addiction to anime.
Yeah.
Our addiction to anime.
Well, so what do you think? Are you wanting to travel more with comedy? Like, are you trying to just explore the Lexington, like maybe grow it here?
I'm gonna just keep seeing like how I definitely travel and just do more Louisville and Cincy mics, but just seeing like what kind of little skill level I can hit. You know what I mean? I feel like I'll cap out soon enough as far as like what I can do and think of and a creative outlet and give up on it in like a year or two. But like for now, I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun hanging out in Lexington,
Yeah.
passing the mic. I'm trying to foster a scene here for now because there are enough people that want to do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
There was a comic out of Lexington that got some headlines recently, Ariel Elias.
Yeah, somebody threw a fucking thing at her.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, for sure. I would like, if somebody shot me on stage and I got the amount of like screams.
And I get to be on Conan? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do 5.
Dude, so now that's almost the ironic part. You go up on stage and you're like, please, someone stab me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
do something politically motivated.
yeah, let like this whole script that I wrote was shit. Please stab me.
Right.
You know?
David DePape, are you here?
David DePape. But no, because I was the girls scene over there is pretty sick. Like that was how long have they been? Has it been the full year and a half that you've been doing it over there?
No. I'm kind of new to the hosting over at Girls. It's a newer little show thing, and I'm gonna try and get it a little more pizzazzed up. Bring up people's bring up comedians songs that have their requests and like wrestling themes or whatever they come up to the stage.
That's dope, dude.
A little more shit.
It's
talking.
a nice little area,
give
man.
Give away a free burrito to people who think they're the best. Trying to up
There
it a
you
little
go.
bit.
Yeah.
How's the ownership over there?
It's awesome, dog.
Yeah.
Dude. The lady that runs it's like really like hot, you know? What
Shout out.
I'm also like a server over there.
No way. Eat girls.
So eat girls.
She's like girls is also like a bicycle shop too. So she like runs bike stuff and she's really into cycling. Just wears.
I've
like,
seen some of the dudes running that food on bikes too. Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah. It's the hottest boss I've ever had.
God bless. Now, is there where are the other two girls? Where does the name come from?
No,
Yeah. You don't have the whole backstory. Well, here's the history of
I do
3G.
know groups of guys walking there all the time looking for like a bar, like I think it's like a strip club or something. They're just like,
No,
I can see that. What's up, dude?
Yeah,
Wrong
like,
strip club, bro.
Like, where are the girls? I'm like in the back. I'm like working on the line and doing dishes.
That's fucking awesome.
you got to do a set if you want to see them.
Well, I like how they put something right there on that college area right there.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I'd really have to worry about is like I'm not gonna be worried about some fucking college kids heckles me. I'm gonna destroy you, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not in like I'm not gonna fight you, but I'm gonna tear apart your mental stability.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, but no, I think that area, like when he said it was over there, I was like, holy fuck, they're doing that now?
Yeah, it's right in the middle there. I feel like if you can get enough people in there, like you can have that shit popping for real.
It's set up for like a good like thing, lighting and everything, a little stage or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I'd love to get some live podcasting going on in there. That would be fucking lit.
You guys heard it now. We're gonna be at Girls Burritos. Second Thursday of every month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit, what do I do again?
So follow up to that? Yeah.
So, for all the people out there, what's some of your, do you have a bit you want to give them at all? Do you have
A bit. I'll tell you something that I found funny really.
Fucking get it.
It's a bit that bombs every time I tell it on stage, right? No one likes it, but I fucking love this.
Bring it home, dude.
Going out on dates, right? And I was out seeing this girl going on dates, and we decided to take those little mobile go scooters everywhere, and we're popping around at different bars. And by the end of our night, she's like struggling to drive her scooter, and she's really drunk, and she has to call it a night. And I decided not to go home with her because she is so drunk. We're both so lit, and I watch her get on that scooter and drunkenly drive off, and we split ways, and I get on my phone and I text her, let me know when you're safe and you've made it to your car.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And that's the end of the joke. She's drunk, and I'm telling drunk driving joke.
That's hilarious.
It's not, but yeah.
No, dude, this is support here, bro.
Right.
This is why I need to be in that crowd. You fucking get it, dude.
Yeah. DLB.
That girl's definitely in jail.
Nothing makes me like pump my fist harder, like get more excited than hearing like an equal mix of groans and laughs. I'm like, oh.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of like, what's that? Do you guys remember that old horror series like with Pinhead? To where like you gotta like open the box and it cuts you, and then you're in this world of like hells. But some people like it because it's so like demented. It's fucking weird, but that's how I feel like comedy is sometimes. Like you're just like, this sucks, but fuck it.
Yeah. You're really there for chaos, right? Like you just want anything. You want anybody to react.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really about getting people to react. If they boo, then like you did something, right? Like, it may not be laughs, but you did something to them.
I would say the things that I was seeing on there, what's so hard for people like to deal with that is just like not realizing that humiliation is just a part of it in a way. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you're going up there and you can't laugh at yourself yet, then this is probably not the place for you. You know what I mean? Like you got to be able to like roast yourself consistently.
Yeah, it's like controlled humiliation.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's like just like you just said, being able to contain that fucking chaos, taking that shit by the fucking balls. Dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to.
So do you think that you'll like keep doing this? And like, I know you said you might quit in just like a year or two or whatever, but like, I don't know. Like when you started, did you have any grand dreams of like, maybe I'll just move somewhere and fucking do it there and see what happens? Or like,
part of me like watches like other people do stuff, and I'm like, dude, if I can like write a new fucking joke every other week, bro, I'll be like, I can hang in there, dog.
Yeah, you just keep, base it off of that.
But it's like I said, it's like a lack of self-awareness. If I start thinking on it too much or being too critical of it, it'll never get there. You feel me? But if I also just ignore it and keep going towards it, fucking probably
let's see what happens. Yeah.
Well, and it's like it's the thing too. It's like, dude, just have fun doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like eventually a pass.
Also, just like a cool fucking hobby, dude.
Yeah,
right.
I don't play an instrument, so I gotta do something. Dog.
He's over there just killing it with the fucking saxophone and goddamn everything else.
Okay, I'm
all
with
you, man.
Woodford, cool.
Get in that.
Oh
Woodford.
yeah.
That's for
Well, I was gonna say this. Are you guys down to take a quick break so I can drain the old snake here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Break time.
Little break. That way we can fill up. All right.
Yeah.
Wrong button again, folks. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back, everybody. We were on that break, but it clipped enough from Paris to where it didn't feel like a break, did it?
Gotcha, everybody.
Stuck in static.
We're right back in
It's a
here.
nice transition.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Here we say schmoove. All right, we gotta
Just like
get
that, just like that clip I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Henry Clayton.
yeah, I want to go ahead and say Henry Clayton. I hope you do exist. I got your salsa, and I was just telling you guys about the story. So let me tell you, Big D. All right. So he tells me this. He comes in one day. I'm giving him lumber. You know how it is, two guys talking around the lumber shop. You know what I mean? We're out there flexing. We're hanging out. At one point, I turned my hat backwards. It was getting real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
So I'm out there talking to him.
In this bit.
Yeah. So gotta lumber it all. But so I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got out of the pen," and he's like 75. Shout out Henry, you're killing it. But he's like 75. I was like, "What do you mean like you like jumped around?" He goes, "Nah, man, it was a 20-year stint." I was like, "Jesus."
Dang.
I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna ask him what he did because I'm not trying to."
Yeah.
I got to get back up to the counter. I know he's going to be a
insider
storyteller. He was not doing any insider trading.
I was Nancy Pelosi's secretary.
Snowden. But he was like, "Yeah, I'm actually making hot sauce," and I was like, "You're making hot sauce? Like, what do you mean? No, he's no hot salsa." And I was like, "But I thought all salsa was kind of." He goes, "No, not the way I make it." And I was like, "Okay, what is it called?" He goes, "It's called prison yard salsa." And I was like, "Well, do you use
A toilet?
Yeah, I was like, "Is it better ingredients?" He goes, "It's a lot better than what we used to do." And I was like, "Well, you didn't really."
Y'all got tomatoes in prison?
didn't-
What the fuck?
So he goes on to it and he goes, "Well, here's how it happened. He saw this one dude in prison kept getting his ass beat every day, and he was like overseeing that shit. So he finally went up in there and he got some of his squad, and they were like, "Hey, dude," because I think it was like his roommate or something. So I can't remember. So he went in there, and the guy who was doing it saw him come in. He's like, "Dude, you got real balls." And this dude was like the leader of like a Crip sect in Louisville, right? And he was like, you got some real balls, and like they kind of butted heads a little bit.
Wait, can I guess how this is going? It's like that Kylie Jenner commercial where the fucking people are rallying. He walks up to like a Crips and Blood set, a thing of salsa. He's like, we could all come together over a fucking nice thing of salsa, right, dude?
So essentially, exactly like that, dude. I think he just lied to me, dude. I think he saw that commercial. He's never even been to fucking jail, dude.
He has a really good backstory.
Yeah, dude. Like his origin story is sick. But he befriends this Crip member, and I guess they start working the kitchen together, and they used to hate each other, right? I don't think they ever had any Pepsis, otherwise the story probably went a lot faster. But the dude from the Crip like got to know him, and he's like, "Hey, I want to show you my mom's recipe for like salsa or hot sauce." And then he was like, "Well, we should add that. I know how to make salsa." So then they both like got their recipes together, and that was, into that.
Oh.
And he told me that dude, he's like, "Yeah," and later on that dude, I think he got the chair. So I was like, the story dies with you, Henry.
Now he lives on through salsa.
Dude, I would, as you get to the bottom of that, it got a little hot.
Really?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It was
Tasted
crab and
like
cheeks.
Pico with Frank's Hot just thrown on
So
top
like
of it.
the salsa, and, like the recipe was the executed dudes, right? The
Yeah.
death row dude.
Yeah, dude.
What was that motherfucker up to, bro?
I don't know what was going on, but
He's like my salsa minus the people, bro. It's
Yeah.
great.
He was great. He was too much of a unifier, right? He had too much power with this salsa. They were like, "We got to get rid of this, guys. These guys are going to be teaming up and shit."
well, that's what I'm saying. Were they smuggling their drugs through the salsa?
Or smuggling their tomatillos or something? Like, what are they doing? Yeah, like how the fuck they get tomatoes in there?
You
What
get the
is
chair
that?
for smuggling, dude. He was definitely
Something-
smuggling his salsa inside people.
I may have given us like low key like heroin that night. I think he was actually just a drug smuggling operation. So
Somebody's got a red onion in his ass. Another guy's got like jalapeno.
when he told me, so when he brought the sauce that day, he's like, "Yeah, I was talking to a dude here. He wanted to buy some salsa," and I was like, "Oh shit, that was me." I turn around, he's got like trays of it. He's like, "Where do you want me to set it up to sell it at?" And I was like, "Whoa, Henry, calm down. We just met, buddy."
Yeah.
But no, that was you meet some interesting people. You said, are you at a lumber yard as well?
I've picked up. I've been doing general contracting stuff when I was like 18 to like 22.
Oh shit. Okay. What do you kind of specialize in?
I'm a maintenance tech, dog. I fucking fix like small motor shit, washing. This is boring, dude. I don't know
I was about to say we could have had you hang up this fucking shit over here, dude.
I think
You're hammering everything and shit.
the
dude.
first time I ever met Devon, he came over to my house because he was doing something with my roommate or something, and like where the water heater was, we had like some sliding doors that were just broken. He just comes in there and he's like, nah, bro. What the fuck is this? I was like, what are you doing coming in here judging our house all the time? What the fuck?
I can't help but do that fucking dad shit where I'm like riding around downtown Lexington and I'm like, you see them fucking lights? And they're like, yeah, I'm like, I put those up. Right. Who fucking cares? And like, you see those stairs, dude, at those apartments? And they're like, yeah, I'm like, I put those up.
You gotta let them know, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I definitely catch myself since I'm at that lumber place now. I catch myself looking at stuff being like, yo, this JPEG or whatever the fuck it's called is fucked, dude. You know, that's definitely not the name of it at all, but
JPEG.
It's a J channel, but I have so many dudes come in there asking me shit, and they're like, it's speaking Latin to me, dude. And I've been there for 4 weeks. I am not a hands-on guy at all, bro. Yeah. I fix shit like when I worked concrete. They knew what to do for me, and it was essentially just, okay, tell Hunter where to take all the trash. You know what I mean? Right. Like when they were like, Hunter, do you think that's more of a quarter lean, or like you think we should go and half it out? I was like, what? I was like, dude, speaking whole numbers to me.
You asked me that concrete makes you a little more water, you know?
We got a stirring stick, you know what I mean? That was pretty much what I was good at. I'll go to the stables.
My first job ever was Michael's Arts and Crafts, and I swear to God, I was the same position right there. I was a cashier for like 3 weeks before I got fired. It literally had a badge on my thing that said, ask me about your project today. So I got like old ladies asking me about like yarn and shit, and I was just like, I'm 16, I'm high as shit, I don't know anything what's going on. I'm just here to like operate the cash register. So many old ladies use checks too, bro.
Dude, the check game out there in Georgetown is fire.
Yeah,
we got to do like ID. I didn't even know. So my mom, when me and my mom used to go to the grocery store, the only reason why I knew checks is because they'd wait a day and then we'd be able to get the groceries because the check would always bounce. So, so we were at my mom.
That's deep cut. Right?
Yeah, my mom we'd always go in there, dude, with a thing full of groceries. We spend like 2 hours in there, and my mom would get everything.
Your mom writes a bad check, says, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. She'd be like, "Run it again." I'd be like, "Mom," and then or like if something didn't come up on there, she's like, my mom would not back down from a stare down. She'd be like, "It's $2.99." Lady's like, well, it on the bag it says $3.99. Incorrect. You know, so I'm sitting there, and then what would happen is if the check did go through and it bounced there, embarrassing as fuck, but fuck it. And then we'd be like, all right, we'll run out to the car and get some more. Nah, dude, we didn't come back in there. All that cold food sat there, dog.
That's respect, strong ass man. If I move like that, where I'm like out of money completely. No, I have no money on my debit card. Pull through a Taco Bell at like 2 a.m. Order food.
You do one of these?
Hand them my card. They're like, oh, I decline. I'm like, oh fuck, hold on. Fuck, hold on. Yeah, search for like 5 minutes, and they're like, hey, you just take the food.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, oh, I appreciate you, dog. And just drive off.
You get to the point to where it's just like too much holding on. Baby. Oh, hold on. No.
Yeah.
They're just fuck this guy.
You just give them a face. You're just like,
or they hand you the food at the same time you hand them the debit card. There's no money on it. Like,
yeah,
you guys can't
he's
take
already
this back,
touched
dude.
it.
I'm like, I'm
already
sorry,
touched
bro.
it, dude. COVID happened, bro.
You know,
like
like,
that?
dude, I sneezed on this food already.
just keep
also,
the
can I get some fire sauce?
Yeah, dude. Definitely. There's been plenty of times. Now that I think about it, the bounce check is a funny ass story, and so is that debit card.
Bro,
that is like a life.
That's like the final boss version of like when your mom goes to get something when you're like in line and like they scan all the shit and like you don't have any money, but your mom's gone. And you're just like, right. The final boss version of that is like your mom's checks are bouncing, right? And you're sitting there just with her, just like, come on, mom, are you sure?
It turns out your mom put the light bill in your name 2 years ago.
Your credit is garbage already.
And the reason why I brought it up is because I see so many dudes using the check, and I just automatically go, that shit's gonna bounce.
Immediately.
I was like, it's Saturday, dog. No banks are open. He knows what he's doing. Like, I'm gonna call this bank, and they close at 12.
Yeah, if I see anybody using a check out, I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is in your bank account?
But that's the thing you got to do. So what I didn't realize for the longest time is we always went and got groceries on Saturdays because when they call to confirm the check, the banks aren't open. So then that shit goes until Monday. My mom's gonna call. She's like, I didn't write that.
What are you talking about? Give me new checks.
I don't even have a checkbook.
Right.
It's like knowing if you live on a state line and use an ATM, the next ATM across the state line doesn't like register. You made a withdrawal to like $12 later.
Dude.
Oh, for real?
Double withdrawal $400 you ain't got.
That's that living right there, dude.
Yeah. These are degenerate tips from Devon right here. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
knowing how to be broke. Yeah.
There's been so many moments where I've caught myself like learning on the go of just like stuff you never like realized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to Tennessee to a strip club in Nashville. It said BYOB on the thing on there. And I didn't know what that meant. I was like, you got to bring your own bitch here? I was like, what's the point of this, dude? It's like there's no bitches. questions, dude.
What's the cover for?
Yeah. I went in there and I was like, who brought all these chicks? And then I realized it was like bring your own beer or bring your own bottle. And I was like, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, you get the bitches, I'll bring the bottle.
I would tell you, there's no strip club ever where you want to go bring your own bottle because it's getting aggressive in there real
Sounds
quick.
like a good old time.
About 4 hours in, and then when you're like, fuck, that dude does have a gun. I was mad as shit talking to him for like an hour.
We got to bounce.
Yes.
We gotta get out of here.
That is definitely where Brady would meet a woman named Clatrice.
Yeah, right. No joke.
Dude, do y'all know TD's, the Blues and Jazz Club here?
Yeah,
in Lexington?
yeah.
There's this dude that I used to be his maintenance man. And he's just like this Walter White, like Heisenberg looking guy because he's always wearing like a bowler hat, black glasses, and a big old trench coat. And when he moved out of his apartment, dude, he had like ammunition everywhere, like weird fucking like shot posters. You know what I mean? Those like bullet. So like, and then I saw him at this Blues and Jazz Club, and they like people told me like, oh, be careful around him. We had to kick him out last time because he's sneaking all these guns in.
The fuck?
And I was like, whoa! I was like, this dude's so scary, dog. I see him out and about everywhere now, and he loves me, dude. He like daps me up, and yada whatever.
I dropped my 9. Sorry, bud. Imagine that poor person vacuuming his apartment when they had to clean that shit. Someone died for sure.
Dude, like I have just like a sandwich bag full of bullets. Like, I don't know.
He looks at you. He's like, "You're one of the good ones."
Yeah, dude, he's like, I don't know.
Thank you.
So intimidating. But he also like he's at that Blues and Jazz Club, and he gets up onto the harmonica on stage and just like playing the harmonica.
He starts ripping it,
but also just being like super like borderline schizophrenic and stuff like that too. Just on the harmonica, I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's like such a cool character.
This guy should do stand up.
I would not want to be.
He's like, check this out, everybody.
I'm not trying to heckle that guy at all, bro. What the fuck's up? Have you seen that one where that dude comes up there trying to talk shit to that comedian, and he comes up on stage, and the comedian goes, "What's up?" And then the dude backs up. He goes, "Dude, we're in Georgia, bro." You know what I mean? I was like, "Damn."
Who's the comedian that pulled out a gun? Were you? Can I ask you to look up a thing?
Yeah.
Use that shit, dude. I'm gonna find the button.
Some fucking Joe Rogan
Everyone
shit.
stay here.
Look that up, dog.
Oh, damn.
That comedian the comedian that pulls out a gun at the Comedy Cellar. It might be Danny Brown.
Is it really Danny Brown?
It might be, dude. But I don't want
Look
to fucking
that
be
shit
quoted on
up,
that shit.
dog.
Yeah, there we
But
go.
It only took an hour.
Yeah, right. $3
Was it-
later.
Danny Brown, as in like the rapper.
I can't. No, it wasn't Danny Brown then. Like, yeah,
I can see Danny Brown doing that.
But like,
shit.
there's a comedian, and like, it's just him on stage, like up in his not like at the audience, dog. Like,
Oh, is he at the audience doing that shit? Because if it's the same one I'm thinking about, is it a big heavy black dude?
Everything I'm seeing is Craig Robinson from The Office.
What?
no way, it's Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson did that? No way. That's all of his pictures.
Look at the
up there.
images. Because there's definitely like a famous photo of that.
That's hilarious. Dude, a gun is a prop in a comedy show?
It's not Craig Robinson.
I think I know who you're talking about because I think he was. I think because when the dude came to the stage, he held that shit up and he's like, I'm not leaving without this shit.
Damn. Where was this? Do you know? Was it like in L.A. or something or Chicago?
I can't remember. Like I remember seeing it because the comedian like reposted his like Throwback Thursday to the time I upped the heat on the cellar, bro. At the comedy, so that's like,
that's hilarious, dude.
I don't know, ever since that Chris Rock shit, dude, I don't know. Fuck that, like getting beat up as a comedian shit on
Fuck
stage.
that,
That's what I'm saying, dude. You know how much cooler I think a clip of me fucking like breaking your arm on stage. Fuck my witty take on that shit, dude. I'm trying to hit you with a fucking
You know what your highlight would then be? It'd be like, Devon got a sponsorship to the UFC after that.
like comedian.
Yeah,
comedian KO's heckler with
dude, that would thrive.
Shoryuken on stage. Yeah, like that sounds like a way cooler clip.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I first saw it. I thought everyone was fucking around. I thought it was a skit for the longest time, dude.
The Will Smith thing?
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
that was crazy.
I still think it's like fake, but it's like also it's like like the government psyop level.
Yeah.
It's like fake on a level. It's like I'm not comfortable discussing.
Yeah, right.
So I'll get in trouble if I hit any truths on this podcast. As far as like that story goes.
That's I definitely catch myself when I fall into that conspiracy hole a little bit because you can't help but do it.
What?
You know?
That like everything's set up.
Pulls out gun on
dude,
stage.
yeah.
Try pulls out gun on stage.
Who does? Oh, just okay,
Yeah.
I'm still wanting to find out that this comedian who like just upped his heat on stage.
Yeah,
It's
right.
one of the best fucking.
This has
such a
got to
good
be
bit, dude.
figured out immediately because we got to shout this guy out.
It turns out it was the Joker.
It's everyone. All these pictures are just Dave Chappelle getting tackled.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dave Chappelle got tackled too, dude. And Dave Chappelle's old now too, bro. He can't take a hit like that.
Bro, but have you seen the pictures of that guy that tackled him?
No.
He got beat the fuck
his
up.
arm.
Dude, his like
His
arm was
arm
like,
was
bro, he looks like
backwards,
you know, like when somebody falls in Family Guy, and they're like, I mean, like, bro, literally looks like, I mean, dude, mangled, bro.
Yeah, could you imagine the goons that Chappelle's got on him at all points?
God,
Dude,
dude,
he's
I
got to
mean-
be like.
I mean, that arm, bro. It's like it's like no, like I mean, no one was punching at that point. Someone was like twisting and crazy.
he's got him in a Kimura.
it's like-
Just like
That takes some effort.
When I was leaving to go to when I was leaving LAX, which by the way, LAX fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
If you ever gotta pay the extra money, do not go through that shit. And if you're foreign there too, it must suck because I saw about 14 people who do not know a lick of English just trying to figure out where the fuck to go, and I was like, damn, dude. But I was in there and I smell weed and I'm walking with my girlfriend at the time and I literally make the joke. I'm like, damn, it smells like whiz out here. I swear to God, I see this tall fucking dude doing his laugh like, and it's fucking Wiz Khalifa.
What?
Yes, dude, it's Wiz Khalifa. But the thing is, his bodyguards, Wiz Khalifa's already like 6'5".
Yeah.
His
right.
bodyguards are somehow taller than he is.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And I was like, where do they find these fucking guys, dude?
Right.
There's got to be a website for this, right?
On the set of Django or something.
Yeah, dude. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Have you ever seen those pictures of, like Conor McGregor walking around with his bodyguards? Dude,
Yeah.
just like fuck fighting those.
Right. Imagine like fighting all those guys to get to Conor McGregor.
Oh, God.
I mean, you're going through the ringer the whole time.
But the guy that gets through them all, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, it's like oh,
Give him a contract.
Yeah, for real.
an anime character for sure. At that point.
But no, that whole comedy thing in general, like when Chris Rock came out there and talked about it when he was I think it was a special on Netflix and he came right out and like started talking about it. I was like, good for you, dog.
You gotta.
Yeah, dude.
You can't just not address that.
Well, he said his ticket stores fucking sky. That's the world we live in now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going there to hear him talk about this shit.
Controversy sells, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Devon told me he was going, like, if they see Devon break a dude's arm in a Kimura out there, he's going to go on Conan and talk about how he broke the fuck out of this guy's arm.
Not even that, bro. You set me up like a poll or something on stage, and someone comes up, comedian 619 heckler off the stage.
That's why he carries the pole. God,
Yo,
or,
we just got to start fighting people at these open mics, bro. Just like,
Comedian sweet chin music.
that's good shit, dude.
we're just gonna do King of the Hill with comedians. We're
Comedian
just gonna fucking kick people off the stage.
Afterwards, we're all going, woo, woo.
Yeah.
We so we're actually thinking for our buddy's birthday, since he's a big wrestler fan, we're gonna take this podcast stuff and set it up in the middle of this ring that our friend has. He has an Ultimate Ninja training gym.
Dude, who?
Dude.
What, is it the one
Yeah.
out in Tate's Creek? Like,
It's over there off Newtown, over there by Newtown.
I'm trying to go over there just to hang out. and
Oh,
play.
dude, it's sick as shit.
It's off
They-
the chain, dude.
Yeah.
That shit is so fun.
Take me.
they-
Yeah, it is.
Guess what, Devin? You've made it.
The little, like ultimate like training thing, like
They have a vert wall and everything.
Yeah, like that shit like lights up that little boy instinct in my head. How old are you all? I'm 26.
I'm 27.
They got
27,
foam
yeah.
pits too, right? Like,
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
that's
see, and I'm like, I'm still so down for that shit.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
though,
yeah.
like, probably blow out my knee. And stuff.
Yeah. Did you guys see the thing to where it was what is that streaming service for gamers?
Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch. It was TwitchCon, and they set up a foam pit.
Oh, yeah,
but,
that
but
porn star-
no one. Well, yeah, no one had. They just put foam blocks on there.
on the floor. Yeah.
a concrete
On
floor,
a
dude.
concrete floor.
And everyone, they had them diving into it, and everyone's coming out fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, some porn star did like the splits and landed and broke her back.
Yeah, dude.
Like, literally.
Tell me that shit wouldn't happen to us, bro.
She's been
Oh,
having
of
her,
course,
She's been
yeah.
having her back blown out for years. And finally, some fucking foam pit takes
That-
her out. That's upsetting.
That to me hits me so deep because foam pits and like ball pits are like safe haven.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
safety.
It sounds like nastiest fucking shit
Oh,
ever.
they're gross as shit. You know what I mean? Well, do you know? So everything changed when that ball pit. They stopped the ball pits. I think we even talked about this here. They found a dead body in there.
Oh, yeah, some
Imagine,
kid-
imagine being a fucking. Well, first off, that kid was not the brightest if he
No.
suffocates in a ball pit. I'll tell you that right now.
He thought it was Pac-Man in there. Just,
Yeah, dude.
He just fucking dies.
But imagine you're just scrolling through there and you're like you're going through and you just pull up, what the fuck? Like, going right back in,
Why
dude.
is that so cold?
Jesus Christ.
Did y'all ever go to like a kid's place or anything adjacent as like little children up here? Y'all like Lexington locals?
Yeah.
So did you ever go to kids' place as a kid?
That shit was dope as fuck.
Like the part
that's
where
the one where you climb all on the top and everything.
Dude, it was
unreal.
just a giant, like the coolest fucking place
Did
for
they get rid
children
of
to
that?
play ever. I think so. I think
Where
kids' place
was
is not a
that?
thing anymore.
Is it was it in Hamburg?
No, the LA gym. That place over by the mall.
It was.
It's inside that gym, dude.
That was, dude.
That was like they had like a section in there where just like it was like a ball pit and like a bunch of building blocks. And me and my brother would like build a little castle, set up a civilization, and really like run that shit like a gang like style like dictatorship.
Come on through.
Yeah, like stuff like a big old phone block on the exit sides. Like, nah, if you want to leave, you gotta run it by us.
Dude, there'd be sometimes in there to where like I don't know if you remember as like a kid or not, to where like some of them ball pits or foam pits be a little too deep. And like you just be fucking. Yeah. Like, oh no! Oh fuck, dude! Like this
Hunter's
is
drowning in the ball pit.
Now I get it. Now I think about it, because I went to that trampoline park, bro, and I went in there and I got stuck in there and I saw a kid that was probably the size up to my fucking knee and I was like, he's dead.
Good luck, buddy.
He hasn't moved in there in a while.
Dude, I love being in like the fucking like McDonald's play style. Like that's basically what Kids Place was for like anybody that hasn't really got it. It was like a McDonald's place times like 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Just like
Crawling everywhere.
Yeah, like 2 stories up inside of like a climbing bull gym.
If this shit came down, you're dead.
Yeah. And me and my brothers would like did you ever see Recess as a kid?
Oh yeah.
You know how like that king sat up there, dude. Me and my brothers would take over sections of this place and be like, this is ours. You can't come in this part.
All the other kids there would be like, God, they're here again. Like every time. And of course, I bet you guys were the no socks.
Oh, for sure. He was like, fuck the slides, dude.
Fuck.
We gotta get up these slides quick. Yeah. It's like I'm going up the slide, bro.
Yes. Because I remember that shit. I remember getting kicked out because they're like, you have no socks. My mom was like, the fuck? You tell that to a southern white woman about her kid no socks and a playpen, it's over,
Kentucky,
dude.
Right?
Yeah. Right. But
I always hated
how's he gonna get up the slide?
I always hated the rubber band things where it was like, I don't know, they had them like laying one way and then another, and you'd have to like work your way down through it.
Oh, yeah.
I could never figure out how those worked, and so I'm just like flopping through it, just
how
falling.
many kids not died from
getting
that
hit
thing,
by
right?
I'm so surprised I didn't get hurt more than legs. I remember there was a part where it was like a Spider-Man style little swing where you could go rope from rope. But I like in my memory, I don't know if it's like that, but in my memory, it was like a good little 13-foot drop onto just like a rope net. And I remember just as a kid, fucking Tarzan style, fucking sending for that shit.
The freedom you had in there, dude, was unparalleled. Like I think about that now, that doesn't exist anymore, man.
No.
Like, people are gonna let their kids randomly play in there because now you just got too many creepos too. It's like, who is that?
I was gonna say it was like, man, they should reopen Kids Place, but it's like, imagine you're being your dream. It's like, we should reopen the Child Jungle.
Yeah. You're trying to start a petition for it.
It's like, bring your kids here.
You're over there, but like, dude, they don't even need socks.
It was like they had the owners in the ball pit again. Like,
I was thinking that too. It's like we're low key just doing it for ourselves. You know what I mean?
But that's what those the climbing gym up here, LFC.
Yeah.
It is basically like
an adult version of
what
that.
you're looking for. And that little parkour ninja gym.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, I don't know. Dude, like they're training ninjas here in Kentucky.
Well, yeah, dude. The thing is though, over there, so me and Brady got there and we saw
bluegrass belt.
Yeah. they got a whole fucking ring in there and they got the ropes, the turnbuckles and everything you can bounce off of, dude. Yeah. And the board bounces too. So we went in there, like I'm wearing khakis, he's wearing gyms. There's a rave going on with beautiful women all over there doing their thing. Guys are all hanging out. Everyone's trying to make the moves. Everyone's vibing. Me and Brady are like DTF. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we're doing fake kicks, and he's like, Hunter, I really need you to sell this one. Like we're acting like we're in front of an actual crowd. Yeah. And then people would actually come over, and the girls would come in there, and they'd be like, try it on us. I was no holds, no bounds, baby. They'd be like, you actually dropped me. I was like, because it's real.
You're in the rink. What did you think was going to happen?
You think this shit's for children, dog? But nah, man.
Nothing's funnier than that fucking wrestling rink when there's a rave going on because everyone's always doing some weird shit in there.
Bro, you think I'm not going to swanton? Bro, there's raves in there? What are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you all talking about?
Yes.
No joke.
You know what I would do to a kid if EDM's going off and I'm like tore up off Molly and like fucking thinking about wrestling, dude? Oh my God, bro. 5-star frog splash into a table.
Dude, if I saw you do a swanton bomb in there, dude, they're gonna be like, did you have any signs of like his, before the accident? Well, He did tell me he was going to like either do this or break his neck, so that may have been one. But no, like they'll be having the raves in there, and people like if they're feeling themselves, they'll be in that ball pit just fucking melting in there, and then they get a hard dude, and then you get a hard clash of me and Brady over there, and I'm pinning him, and I'm like fucking ball tapping him too, pulling his leg forward. I'm like fucking tap.
Vibes are really different across the rave going on for sure.
We got so fucked up in there that we had Daniel, who helps run it, bring out a fog machine, pull down a banister of a flag for my character, and then we were doing entrance to where he put up the laser light in the fog. And I was fucking walking in there, dude.
Why have I not been a part of this?
You're now going. You're going.
This is actually part of a church.
I'm wearing the Doflamingo glasses.
Yes, dude.
Those evil ass glasses. But no, this is actually part of a church. Our buddy Daniel leads the church called Equipoise. It's a lit church. I don't know how else to describe it, honestly. He's just like, hey, man, everyone's sad. We should not be sad. Let's have a rave. I was like, that's a fucking dope-ass religion if you ask me. Right?
Yeah.
And he likes to make sure we don't throw around the word cult.
Yeah. Right. We're not a cult.
Just because we wear matching clothes and
get together on scheduled days and stuff. But
and everyone gets brands. Fucking
right.
I mean, come on.
This is marketing, bro. Cool. Equipoise.
Yeah, if dude, it's just you being a baby, dude.
like a fucking tat.
Yeah, it's just 5 seconds. I still I still remember the scariest thing I ever saw was on Jackass, and I know there's tons of accidents on there. But remember when they branded his fucking ass with that dick?
Yeah.
And it was like the 3D dick, dude. And I thought that was one of the the most hardcore things I'd ever fucking seen, dude.
More than like shoving the toy car in his ass?
Dude,
going to an ass doctor?
There's nothing scarier than the video of what's his name, the dude with the ponytails dressing his cock up as a mouse and sticking it into that.
And the snake thing.
Party boy.
What are you talking about? That is horrible. Oh.
You can't even see
is
it
it Portnoy?
happening. No. It's Party boy, Chris Pontius.
Yeah, Pontius. Yeah. Portnoy's wrong,
Pontius, dude.
Yeah, no, that shit was. Do you guys remember like the humor back in the day was strictly just physical pain humor for the longest time?
Yeah.
YouTube was literally just nut collections, dude.
Watching Jackass back in the day and like Steve, what's his name, is beating the shit out of his fucking dad. And
Bam Margera.
I'm like, dude, I want to beat the shit out of my dad. That's cool.
The way he would do it, he would just be on like the toilet or something, and Bam would just come in there.
Rip his fucking
rip his shirt.
Well, people do that now. Have you seen the thing where people go up to behind people's back of their shirts and rip it now?
Hey, bro, I need a napkin.
Yeah.
I got you.
And dude, Bam Margera was doing that shit in the very beginning, dog. And then he'd bring in like alligators. He'd ski in his house. As a kid watching that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go to the fucking jungle gym right now.
It's funny because like you watch that and like your retrospective like rationalizing is like, oh, this is crazy as fuck, but he's actually got a good, healthy relationship with his family. He loves him, but they just deal with the zany shit. Like,
Because
it's
he's
actually
bringing
like
millions of dollars.
Bam Margera is acting the exact same. He's like a 46-year-old man. How like Bam's older than 46.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
Yeah,
dude.
like Bam's still just being like, I don't know, like an addict piece of.
Yeah, he's
Well, look,
piece of what?
did you see the new one? I can't believe
I
those
haven't
guys
seen it,
were.
no.
Oh, dude,
I haven't seen the new one yet.
First off, Dave England, of course, is the main one getting fucked the whole time.
Yeah,
They-
everyone hates him. He's the biggest pussy of them all.
Oh, dude. But like the ones I was watching on there, it was
Rules
just.
because he's just so scared.
Yeah,
He's so scared. It's fun. Yeah.
When I see that, I just think about it's like when you get older. I hate that you kind of lose a little bit of that risque. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You watch it now and you're like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you're like, we could do this.
Dude,
Bro, as a kid, like you and your you like God forbid, bro, like a group of 14-year-olds back in like 2005
Yep.
find a shopping cart. It's like someone is going to the doctor, bro. Someone is stopping at the ER. Someone's coming in.
Oh my
fucking
God,
room,
it's
right?
Zach! Zach's here, finally. Dude, it's always a party when Zach gets here, bro.
He's got the
Zach's
chef
finally
pants
back.
on too. They had you in the kitchen, huh?
Look at you. You look like the milkman just got off work.
I'll milk you, buddy.
Do what now?
Hey, how'd Brady do over there? Brady's fucking awesome. Yeah. Don't toot his horn too much. We're trying to degrade him.
All right.
Live on camera. Who's the sluttiest server, Drake's?
Give me a week. You gotta fill it.
Yeah. It just opened.
Yeah, he's opening a new store.
Oh, it's a new
yeah,
one?
the Leestown.
Yep, Leestown over there. Shout
I
out.
should get in there before we find out.
Really test the waters, huh?
We'll have an answer for you next week.
Leestown Road? Where at?
Right off the new circle in Leestown, right at the intersection.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, they got a whole shopping center over there and fucking everything. It's nuts, man.
Where's it from? The Apollo, like the Apollo Pizza or the Goodwill? Like, where the fuck?
It's past that. You got to keep going past that.
Oh shit! They
like
just
towards
started
like the
building that
VA.
shit
Like where
up
the
there?
Applebee's
Yeah.
and stuff is.
Yeah, dude, it's out there.
Lexington.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, Zach, this is
Yeah,
our
let's
comedian
make
friend Devon.
What's up, dog?
But no, man.
Sorry, I tried to get you fired immediately.
Sorry, took your parking spot.
Yeah, I also parked in the fucking driveway. I don't know, dude. Fucking So I was like really nervous about. I was like, I'm probably the first black person on this show, and I was like, I'm not trying to be on like black people time. And then like I get up here like. But like, Paris told me it starts at 7, so I'm thinking we'll get up here and conjugate and hang out. Then we just have sex. Or at like 6:30 or 6:40 or so. And so I get here like 6:50. Yeah,
dude, you're on some. Yeah, we definitely go. Well, for me specifically, I do not run on any type of.
No.
That was another one of those instances where I was like, can't take anything seriously. When you texted me that, I was like, how's the black man there or something? I was like, fuck it, dude, we gotta go.
I've been to too many like live sets recently. We're going live at this time. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
No, we are not live.
No.
when I was taking a shit in the Mexican restaurant and I got a text saying, yeah, he's there. I was like, fuck. And I'm still just draining my sorrows in that bathroom, dude.
Sorry, I was sitting in the car smoking weed. It's my favorite thing to do, anyways. But
Yeah.
like by myself smoking. I was like, you know, what's weird? It's like I parked in this place. I'm smoking, chilling in the driveway. I'm like, what if this is not the house? Because I was like, I thought this was Paris's house. But like, speaking of, all right, can I take like a guess? No woman lives here, right?
No.
These decorations.
No,
these
he said that
these
shit.
fucking like dead ass walls, dude.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
the whole fucking like why is
me
there
and
not
him.
shit up there? Yeah,
Dude, wait,
It's me and him.
Yeah.
bathroom. I walked in your bathroom. I was like, this feels like a fucking like it's asylum, dude.
We literally said the same thing. I went in the bathroom. I was like, y'all couldn't even put up a welcome in here.
It's like having a mental breakdown in the bathroom. It's just so starch and white. I'm like,
Dude,
definitely no females.
if there
in
could
this
be one
house.
place I would never trip, it is between these walls.
I'm pretty sure it is a bad time, dude.
No, like I remember one time we'd eaten some mushrooms at a friend's house, and this is before we decked out the whole yard. I think Dylan, you went out there when we had the parachute out there in the big dome, and we put a hot tub and like ferns and shit and lights and a fog.
Oh,
sick as shit.
Yeah.
But first time out there, it was just one of those shitty ass houses on campus. The patios broke. We had a fucking punching bag from the neighbors from 1965. Everlast wasn't even spelt right on it. I don't know what the fuck this was. And we're just out on this patio. It's desolate and dark out there. There's one flickering light. And I'm like, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I was like, dude, I'm melting in this fucking non-treated wood right here.
You ever been inside like the Thorntons out in Tate's Creek?
The store's right over here.
Yeah, you go outside the bathroom and they got like a blue light in there, right? So like the first time I saw that, I was like, oh, cool, it's fucking like moonlight, sexy as fuck. And then I was talking to my mom about who like runs a drug rehab center. She's like, no, they put that blue light in there so people can't see their veins when they shoot up. And I was like, ooh, that's weird. I was like, I thought this place is just fun. Go in here, take some cool selfies, tag our Thorntons.
We have a Van Gogh in here too. This is
It's like actually fucking try and shoot up. Fuck you, fucking just miss, asshole. It's like, that's rude.
Damn, mom, way to ruin my fun, mom. Goddamn.
dude. I swear to God, I saw the same thing. I was like, dude, I don't know who they let in charge of these bathrooms, but they definitely got the wrong light bulb.
Yeah.
Like I was like, not like LED, not blue light. You know. But when they told me that shit, I was like, it's for veins, dude.
Yeah, that's dark.
And then so I never like for the needles on the things too. It's for people with diabetes, but it's also like a way for them not to use like, you know, dirty needles or leave dirty needles in there so people can't use them. And people were telling me this, and like I was like, dude, can I just get this Modelo? Like, I was like, he gave me this whole story. I was like,
I'm just trying to have a good time.
Just give me
I don't know what
Modelo's.
you're talking about.
he's like, actually, he looked just like you. He should just love Modelo's.
It was weird. I was in there trying to take a piss too, and I like looked at the big, you know, blue vein that's in my dick, and classic as fuck to me. I was like, I can't see it.
my one safe haven is right there. We had a buddy who was on the show last week, and he had this thing called a crazy hat party, and he had these crazy lights and everything everywhere. And basically, what it means is it's like I never knew it was code for trip. Did you know that? Crazy hat party's code for a trip
I
party.
was gonna say that sounds so lame, dude. I was trying not to be mean, but I was like, I'm gonna wear a fedora with a feather.
Okay, well, Devin, fuck you, because I thought it was awesome and I didn't know. I came with a crazy hat. I was
You're
like,
like,
fucking,
bro, I wore a fucking derby hat, dude.
I came in there with like 6 tall boy bushes. Like I was ready to party. Like I was like, and the fog machine was going. They had a laser light, and I was like, oh fuck.
What the fuck, dog? How do like you seem like you get invited to cool shit around here.
Soon after people invite me, they're like, fuck that guy.
Right? So everyone's tripping and Hunter's drunk as fuck. She's like, let's get it, guys. And then everyone's just like, yo, chill out. Right?
I swear. So my thing was, I thought everyone was just really high. So I was like, well, I'll do that, you know. And then that was not the thing to do because I still couldn't understand what they were saying. Zach was there. He was my only safe haven because I went outside. He goes, thanks for being our trip guide. And I was like, what? Like, but
what?
You all done? Oh, my way. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, so I went in the toilet, and this is the toilet thing. Even the toilet had like a strobe light in it. And I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I just want to go somewhere where I'm not tripping, dude. Like, let me piss in peace, dude. But go ahead.
I was
It was aggressive. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
I'm going to go.
You're talking about toilet and tripping. I was at a fucking shitty little music festival like Terrapin, dog. It's like it's a well-known dog shit music festival, bro.
Yeah.
We know why
It's
people
like
go
fun,
there.
bro. That's what I'm saying. If you're not about like dog shit, fucking rough ass experiences, don't
Walking
go
in
to
the mud
Terrapin.
barefoot, a guy coming over.
like 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been to Terrapin like in a pair of basketball shorts, just walking out there, literally coated in fucking mud. Like,
Dude, you're the dude where I went by and I'm like, please don't ask me for a cig.
And I was out there one time, like tripping fucking balls, right? And I look up and there's this like white canopy above me inside the bathroom. I'm taking a piss. I got to take a piss inside these public restrooms out of this music festival, and I'm like looking at this weird white canopy above me. I'm like, what the fuck would they hang like a net above the bathroom for? And I go up there and I'm like pissing. I'm looking at it and I go, oh, it's spider webs. And I was like, oh, it's just spiders. I'm looking at all the spiders across there.
Your face is a spider.
And I was like, it's like, it literally looks like somebody threw a blanket across on top of my neck. And I was like, a part of me is like, oh, I'm just tripping so hard. It just looks that intense. So I took a video of it, watched that shit 3 days
was
later. I'm
never
like,
that
it
bad.
is coated in spiders, dude.
That sounds like an Indiana Jones cave, dude.
Holy shit.
I
Fuck
was like, I think I would
that.
have been more scared if I wasn't tripping and able to convince myself that I wasn't seeing it. I was like, there's the drugs, the drugs.
Thank-
Yeah.
Thank God you weren't like, you know what I mean?
But I was like, poking at that shit. I was like, fucking not Halloween, bitch. You got these fake spider webs up for it.
How was that, by the way? Is it like I like is it?
Terrapin?
Yeah, is it like is there stages and stuff, or is
I'm
it?
kind of excited to like fucking talk on Terrapin.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
Terrapin is it started on like a cool little chill thing, and it just ended up with like people doing heroin and like tripping
real
so
hard.
hard they
Yep.
jumped into fires and died. You know what I mean? It's
my
weird because like
God.
it's such a lovely fucking experience. Like it's such a small, wholesome.
Yeah.
Bluegrass, you know.
It's
I mean,
like
true fucking hippies, bro. True motherfuckers that are like eating
Yeah.
fucking bark and shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like out in Kentucky, bro.
Yeah.
It's like literally a couple that
But
owns
just-
like a farm, right? They like let that shit happen
Yeah,
every time,
dude.
and then like it kind of went south.
There's
a
always
few years
people
ago.
that ruin it, man. There's
Yeah,
always
for sure. But it's just like it's weird because I have such a hit or miss like relationship with hippies, bro. It's weird because like Kentucky hippies in specific, because they're like, I love trees, I love nature, I love unity. I'm racist. It's like how did you like reach so close to enlightenment? You're like also still don't like the
Right.
South will rise
Yeah.
again. You know? It's like, fuck,
Sometimes
bro.
it creeps up on me.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like,
mean?
like a lot of those fucking long ponytailed Grateful Dead dudes in a fucking camo jacket, cool as shit. That like give you a handful of mushrooms, but they're also like, yeah, I vote right though, you know? Fuck, bro.
No,
It's like, hey, but we're not going to talk outside of this place.
That's what kind of Terrapin's like littered for.
Dude,
That
I feel like
bunch of
I feel like a
shithead
lot of
douches.
Lexington like hippies went to Lexington Catholic or something, and like they're all just like rich people that were just like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna play guitar on Main Street, and it's like they're all just kind of like low key, not even that hippie, and like you said, kind of racist. Yeah, I've seen
That
that.
reminds me of a comedian who said he was out in Kentucky and he was like, and he just described it so good. He was like, here's the thing. He goes, now other places, people are going to be a dick to you. You know, they won't even pull over to help you. He goes, people are so genuinely like wanting to help you in Kentucky. They'll pull over and be like, well, I haven't seen a color boy here in a while. You know what I mean? He's like, you seem like you got a flat tire. You know what I mean? He's like, I've never met more nicely racist people in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just,
Was that Trevor Noah?
Was it? Yeah, I think so.
He shouted out specifically Lexington, Kentucky.
Did he? Yep.
Yeah.
Trevor
Like,
Noah's
you're the cutest animal I've ever seen, right?
Trevor Noah's a little nerd bitch, dude. Fucking
Trevor Noah.
fucking little bitch ass accent. Fuck you, light skin. This is a shout out. Fucking call out.
Yeah, see, now that's his Kentucky right there.
That's a Kentucky racism.
I just don't like him for being British.
After this, he's gonna like light his cig and fucking put his feet in the grass for a little bit, calm down.
My mom's bluegrass trade is like, goddamn, dude, I want to play the fucking banjo, dude. Like a fucking instrument that like I think of, like doing the dueling banjos with someone from like the fucking Hills Have Eyes.
If you're at Terrapin and busted out a banjo and a fucking fiddle, dude, you're changing lives.
That's all it is, dude. Like, I mean, like you never like it was weird because like Terrapin was also the first time. Like, can I tell a story about the first time I did acid, dude? First time I did acid, I was with like a bunch of shitty people.
Can I talk in a British accent? No, I'm just kidding.
This upset me, dude. Triggered. First time I did acid, I was at this music festival called Terrapin, whatever, and I'm with shitty people, right, who aren't really leading me like on the right path or like real good people to do it with. So like I'm like. One hit of acid in there, like
you're talking about the tripping. They weren't like a good trip guide for it.
No, for sure not, dude. No, I was one hit in, and they're like, dude, we're not really feeling it. You want to take another one? So I was like, yeah, 2 hits in, right. As soon as I take that second hit, I'll start feeling that shit. Having a good ass time on the come up. They're like having fun, right? Ain't really even peaked yet. They're like, you want to take another one? I was like, whatever, dude. Yeah. Peaked, losing my fucking mind,
melting,
bro, like losing my shit. And they're like, you having fun? I'm like, I'm having a good time. They're like, do you want to take more? I'm like, I guess whatever. They're like, well, you can't take less than you took before, so you got to take 2 hits. So I'm 5 hits in my first time doing acid, losing my fucking mind at this music festival. Motherfuckers are talking to me. I'm like looking at the fucking grass, thinking it's like creek water, like walking through.
Holy shit!
It's weird as shit, but I came to this like almost sense of enlightenment and like self-belief in myself forever, but at the same time some dude was in the background fucking like playing the Eagles on a banjo. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, this is the weirdest experience of my fucking life.
Oh my god, I can't imagine. Did you feel like you hit that ego death for a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was out of it. Like my first time having a psychotropic experience that deep was I was 5 hits of acid in. I was sitting in the back of my Chevy Trailblazer, and I kept having this shit burp. I kept having this like little experience where I was like I thought I was in like a Louisiana swamp, man, sitting on the fucking edge of like a bayou dock, bro. And I'm sitting in the back of this Trailblazer, and like until I sat there and put my feet into that water, I was
bro,
like,
you were Huckleberry Finn for a fucking second, dude. You were in that shit.
Yeah, dude.
How long did it last? You had to have been tripping for fucking what, like 10 hours?
I remember coming home after that weekend and going home and playing GTA 4. And I wouldn't do anything aside from drive around in my car, following the traffic exactly, stopping at red lights, slowing down at yellows.
On GT?
Dude, I was, my little brain was cooked. And I think I was like 18, 17 at the time, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, people are like, oh, I opened my third eye. I like to describe as my third eye being pried open. Yeah, pride and stapled open. It's like,
dude, I like it's funny that you say that because I just feel like in that experience, that is just such a crazy way to experience something that intense for the first time.
That's so much for your first time. Holy shit.
Have you done it again since?
Yeah, I've done
it. Dude, look at my hair.
There's no fixing it. Yeah, the damage is done. I also, it's like, I'm like 26 now, and I've done plenty of like mushrooms, LSD, all that shit. And like you eventually go through so many drug experiences where like eventually the lesson or life altering thing you learn from doing drugs or having that trip experience is like stop doing drugs. Eventually you trip, you're like, what cool life lesson we're gonna get? It's like stop doing it.
It's not even a trip, it's just you in the mirror being like, dude, we're here again.
It's like,
look at you.
It's like your best friend's married and has a kid.
Yeah.
It's like
well, that's also I catch like, and it sounds so, because I know it's not even like the woke culture or nothing like that. It's literally just like the fucking shit to where it's like I'm so ingrained from, I'm not naturally from Kentucky, but I moved around everywhere, and even everywhere was majority like to the south and like to the East Coast and stuff. But it's so ingrained in me that like I should have a kid and like all this shit right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I still, even though I'm not like, of course, fuck that shit. Like I'm not in a place for it. Like I don't want to do it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like in the back of my head, I'm like, I kind of want a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A
Like,
lot of people do that shit because they think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not because they want a kid, but because it's like, well,
I just want to see what my kid would look like.
Oh, right.
I'm
Just throw 'em
single
away.
now, and there's been like 2 different girls where I thought were really something special to me. You know what I mean? At different points in my life, and all I can think now is like, thank God we didn't have a fucking baby together, bro. It's like, fuck, dude. But my little sister, she had a kid real recently, and my nephew, dude, and that like I get such good like this is like vicarious living through like
Yeah.
like
You get the experience without the responsibility.
vicarious.
Yeah, a little vicarious with your dad.
but like I get to live. That's why I'm the uncle.
Right. I'm the cool uncle.
A little too cool sometimes.
I get to have that experience of like having this baby and like hanging out with him and like fucking trying to make him say words and shit like that, and then like the second he won't stop crying, you've been like, here, you take your fucking baby.
He's no longer my problem.
Like I had like the monkey on my back for a kid for a hot little minute, where I was like, dude, I'm fucking getting up there, bro, and I impart my little wisdom on somebody, and then I'm like, this little fucker, bro, he'll do for now.
Yeah. Well, and like for instance, my dad had me so young. Like he had me. I saw a photo of him not too long ago to where it was him holding me and holding my brother, or like walking through Disney, and it said he was 22. God. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what I was doing at 22? I was in Bonnaroo being ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's one of those things too where I was like as much as I wouldn't want to be there, I still find myself to where I'm like, damn, like my dad was young enough to do so much stuff with me though. Like my brother would like, or my dad and brother would like race against kids in the neighborhood. My dad would smoke everybody, and he'd like be like, he still bodies people in basketball. He's fucking 5'6", and he's like throwing hands, dude.
Could you kick your dad's ass? Here's a question: could you kick your dad's ass?
Oh, I could. For me, I absolutely could.
Could you kick your dad's ass?
Yeah.
My dad's just so dad strength still, dude.
My dad was a fucking tap out MMA style fucking dude all the way through high school,
no
bro.
way.
And I look at him now, and every once in a while I'm like, you fuck my shit up. It pisses me off. It's like I don't look at my dad like a guy I can punch and just knock out. It's the type of big black dude he is. I'm like, fuck, bro, you big black motherfucker.
It's like, once I can beat you up, but
yeah, dude,
still
it's like I was like, give it 7 more years, bro. And like your knees just so bad.
Hey,
like,
when that
once you're
dementia
on a
sets
cane,
in,
bro.
you're fucked.
Yeah, dude. When you're on that cane, bro, it's OVO.
You're not gonna remember every day you get that fucking black eye, dude.
right when you're in your nursing home, I'm gonna cut your fingernails so short, bro. You have no idea. You're gonna have a hangnail every day.
Any kind of sizing up with my dad, I'm like, you kick the fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off, dude. It's kind of cool. But
I was telling Dylan the other day, my dad, when I was younger, he sucked at video games. I don't know how he did this, but he'd always be like, hey, let me stay up, you know what I mean? Or like, let me get this the Dane Cook pay-per-view. And he's like, there's no fucking way. And I'm like, what can I do to get you to do this? He'd be like, well, play me in Madden. And then he played me in Madden, and he used the fucking toggles, dude, like fucking
What?
like this, and he still whooped my ass.
What?
And he'd be doing it like this, looking at me. And I was like, what are you, dude? Like, so it's just that shit to where I'm like, little things like that. I'm like, even today, if I could whoop his ass, mentally I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so are you the youngest or the oldest? Middle
Oldest.
Oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oldest black sheep shithead.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
Now,
I feel that.
is your little brother getting this kid feel at all? Like, how old is your little brother?
I got 2 little brothers. One of them's like 20. He's like a
You don't know your brother's age, dog?
Shitty. One of them's 20 and the other one's like 23. And the 20-year-old fucking stacked little bodybuilder. I mean, like if I showed you pictures, like built like a fucking like Baki character, bro. Like, motherfucker just Baki. Yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. And the other one's Adrian. He's alright, bro.
What do they think about you kind of doing the comedy? Do you talk about it a lot, or are they kind of like, oh, he's just doing a hobby and stuff like that? Or
No. Like Adrian's like pretty involved in the scene himself, dude.
Yeah.
As far as like somebody, like I
and that's
thought
the
about telling him like it's
skinny little one.
Oh, he's like I say he's like the little one, but it's like both my like. Alex is buffer than me, right? The youngest one. Adrian's taller than me and still pretty
So you just got the shit in on both of it.
Yeah, he's like, as far as like genetics go,
Yeah.
it's like I am the weakest fucking link, but I'm also like the cutest and like the most
There you go.
charismatic
Yeah,
and the
the
biggest
funny.
dick.
Yeah,
And
well,
fucking-
you were that cum shot to where like it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't rocking with a lot of swimmers.
It was that young cum, bro.
Yeah,
that
dude.
young cum.
They weren't hitting the egg like they were afterwards. But that's good, man. I'm glad that you said his name was Adrian.
Yeah.
Shout out Adrian, dude.
Yeah, shout out Adrian.
What was I saying about him? Fuck you, AJ.
He was like how you like working with him? Like he's actually building up in it. He's getting his
Yeah, dude,
groove.
he's fucking funny as shit, bro. He's gonna do a little feature at the fish tank here soon. Coming
Oh
up.
shit! No way. When is that?
We'll
be
fish
there.
tank though. Yeah, AJ Bard.
Fish Tank's doing open stuff.
They feature people more often. There's no open mic ran at Fish
Now-
Tank. But the thought, I just realized it'd be a probably good thing to run an open mic over at the Fish Tank.
Why
Some of
not,
those fucking
dude? That's one of the most
hippie
hipster
deadheads
fucking bars I've ever seen in my life, dude.
So like the last show I did was a Fish Tank show. I got paid to be a Fish Tank. I go there.
By the way, that sentence was really funny. I don't know why.
I go there. I immediately insulted the crowd by making a joke about how, like, as a pretty boy, shithead, hipster, skateboarding dickhead myself, I gotta say I miss when this place was best friends bar. I got shit on, dude. And then I did bad all the way after that, and I fucking ran at it. Yeah, dude.
Is that when Killa Kaiju and Urameshi was playing there?
No, that was me doing a hosting gig for the Lexington School for the Recording Arts.
That's that was.
Yeah, Killer Kaiju and Urameshi were both like I had members in there, and the LSR.
That's where I went to school. So.
Yeah, dude, I fucking
Yeah.
hosted a little show.
Okay.
You know Makins?
What is it?
Makins Maristal?
Yeah.
Makins is my dude. That's
Okay.
like one of my
Nice.
fucking childhood best friends.
Urameshi, I'm tight with Ryan Bean
Dude,
in there.
I love
Beans
them,
is-
dude. Urameshi. I had a comment about them when they were coming off stage. I was like, shout out to Urameshi, man. Sick ass band, sick ass anime reference. The cool
Yeah.
thing about these guys is they all look like they watch anime, you know?
Yeah, right.
That's why when you mentioned TD, that's why I was like, yeah. Like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, I am so involved with like Lexington's music scene
Yeah.
for a nigga
That's
who
awesome,
does
man.
not know the difference between a bass and a guitar. I don't know. And I don't want to know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with this lumber gig right now.
This thing is like I feel like shitheadish and like happy by being like having so much stage time as I have and being like I have no talent.
Is that,
no fucking skill.
is that
no
where
talent.
you catch you want to get on that rap scene?
Bro, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, dude.
We've been thinking about that too, because like Dylan went to the Lexington School of Recording Arts. We're thinking
Yeah.
like, why don't we just throw a fucking beat on here and throw some bars
Yeah.
down, some stuck
All
in
right.
the
For
setting.
no
Sorry.
reason. For no reason.
Do you have a beat ready on this motherfucker? Can I
Hold
start
on.
freestyling? Can
Hold
I
on.
take off right now?
This might be a thing.
Hold on.
Hold on, let me see if I still got the old one.
I wish I had my setup going right
Oh,
now.
right.
actually, check this shit real quick. Hold on.
Can you pull one up?
Oh yeah, we fucking can pull
I'm
one
gonna
up.
piss
So,
real
yeah,
quick.
but
You'll get
My
this
rap
up.
career takes
Before-
off right now.
Before I was in this house, I was staying on university, and I had my own little studio set up in the basement there. And so, like, I miss those days of just grinding music with people like that. I've not done it in so long now because once COVID hit, like, I kind of had to shut that down.
Yeah, it changed
but-
everything, man. It made you have to uproot everything you've learned to do.
Yeah.
And you had just gotten your foot in the door too, and
I
it was
was
like,
just starting to get people in like routinely.
Dude, I mean, do you want to keep doing that? Like,
Yeah,
this-
I just, like-
this is not podcast stuff. Say, but I
well,
can
but
give
like
motherfuckers,
here, I feel like I don't really have room to do it because like we
you
had
in
the
this
whole
place?
basement. Yeah.
Okay.
We had the whole basement at that university spot to where like I had the entire
yeah, he soundproofed
basement.
it all. It was looking good.
Yeah, front to back, every wall was soundproofed. Like it. Now all that shit's sitting in storage right now.
Maybe we could do it in a storage unit and talk about being a rapper that started in a storage unit.
No, a show that is in a storage unit would be fun thematic.
That would be fucking
Oh, yeah.
sick.
Because like the intro, you play your intro theme and you lead it into a shot of like it going into the storage unit, and then you see the guys in there and you fucking close it behind.
Yeah.
it.
That's good shit right there.
That is a good show. As far
Hearing
as,
it
like,
right here
the
from
thematic
Second
shit,
Static,
right?
boys.
There you go.
Next one is either going to be, we have a couple now. It's either going to be at Girls Burritos, 3Gs, the Gnome.
Or in the storage.
Yeah, or a storage unit or a wrestling ring. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to be on the fucking. I want to go to this fucking wrestling ring, dude.
Bro, when is Danny going to do another one of those?
I don't know, but we're going to make it shit happen quick.
Right. Last time I was like during kind of winter months ish, but so
It's
like
just
usually
around
I'm
this
I feel
time.
like I feel like it's always this time of year when
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
them. So
It's like I know me and my little brothers have always like me, like Adrian specifically, have always had, like the shittiest sense of humor in the fact that like when we had like a WWE like 2004 fucking like on the GameCube, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And there was I don't remember which one it was, but like we would make a custom character, right? And the custom
Yeah.
character would be a female.
Yeah.
That we would call Chris. not Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit's wife.
Oh,
And he would wrestle as Chris Benoit versus Chris Benoit's wife, and just cackling the whole
the
fucking time.
fact that
Piece of
story
shit, dude. Yeah.
is happening, and you guys are geeking in your own room.
Dude,
like
yeah.
there's not a crowd. Like that is. This is like the YouTube's not there. You know what I mean? Like you guys did this for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this tragic incident fucking set it up, dude. Set that shit up. Well, I tell you what, folks, we have maybe I got a sick beat here for you. Hope you're ready.
Let's hear it.
I was fucking bluffing, dude. I was hoping you wouldn't pull up.
Well, now I'm hopping the fuck in though. Hey, this is something for you to think about though. If you you know, this is a pretty fire one.
All right. What's the name of this podcast?
Yeah,
Stuck in Static.
Stuck in Static. Yeah. Stuck in Shattuck, like I'm shot. Pull up on the block, suck on my baby cock. Think that's a little, it's a lot. No, it's the end, Rosemont.
Bangers, right here on the podcast, baby. Straight bangers.
You got 4 more bars.
Yeah.
That's why I tell jokes, dude. That's why I don't get to rap.
I came up with this line the other day, and I was like thinking about this one, and I thought about, because this is the same type of music we would listen to when we just get like, we used to call it bad weed called Snickle Fritz, and we just like, it would just be laughing. This is before I smoked weed, and I'd be like, dude, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
This is when I was like, I'm going to cross country in the morning. Fuck it. So like we were in there, and like we'd be like, I came up with this bar. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, what was it? It was like, chasing on that Snickle Fritz with quick hits. Better watch out for those laughing fits, because you know they come fast, even faster than the memory quits. You know what I mean? I was just like banging in my car, and I was like, where's the fucking pod, dude? I was like, give me. I almost like, dude, I wish I could have seen people behind me in the traffic, because I was fucking like I was
Get me in the
myself,
studio now.
When I first got into like smoking weed, like the first thing I would do every morning was like smoke in the morning on my way to work. I'll throw on an instrumental and get high, smoking a blunt on the way to work, and just freestyling on my way, bro. And I would show up to work in such a good fucking mood.
Dude, I caught myself doing that now, because it's like I can't remember what I saw, but it was something to where it's like just kind of not rapping or just singing, like it improves your mood. You know what I mean? And I think it works on like, because I was a server and a bartender, and I was like, I would just spit in the car, and I'd be like, I feel like this helps me kind of just go ahead, and it's like you warm up for the mic. You know what I mean? You're just kind of like butter beans, but I was just like Snickle Fritz and quick hits and these bitches, all these laughing fits. Putting some shade on it, Doug.
Dude, fucking Lil Wayne, as far as like being a rapper, I think he would do just as fucking like hot being a comedian, bro. Like Lil Wayne's punchlines, dog. Yeah. About to scoop your girl up like a ground ball, bro. Let her do it till she sucked the brown off, bro. It's like,
dude, those Lil Wayne's bars, you guys remember this? It would be the ones you'd be like,
That's a lot of people give Schultz shit because of that, because like everybody wants to talk about how he came up through the hip hop scene. It's like, no, just because he was friends with Charlamagne doesn't mean he came up through the hip hop scene.
Yeah.
Like, but a lot of his punchlines do like reminisce of like 90s hip hop, where it was just who can come up with the stupidest line that just makes you,
bro. Let me tell you one that shook me. It was the first off, Mr. Carter, by the way, where they had 2 Carters on there, like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, and when he's talking about the seasons hating on me, because I was just like shook. But
dude, Real G's moving silence like lasagna. I didn't speak for a week after that. I didn't speak for a week after that. I was like,
you sit there like, that's dumb as fuck, but I ain't never heard lasagna makes noise. We gonna give him something on that.
But the one I always laughed at was like smoking on that strong, that Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I was like, boy, that shit is good. Like it was just those one hitter. I'm trying to think of that other one. It was like, it was something about like, dick hotter than an armadillo. Like shit like that. I was just like, you be in a car, you just be rapping this. But if there's no music and you're saying this shit, you're like, this is ridiculous.
Right.
Have you seen the interview where the guy somebody's interviewing Wayne, and they talk about the line where he's like,
You didn't remember it?
Yeah.
See? He said, "Who said that?" And he's like, "It was you, dude." He's like, and all the way. Go ahead.
One of my favorite Wayne fucking little punchlines. Bitch, I'm colder than BR. Add another 3 R's. Like, oh shit, dude. Burr.
Anytime, and to the comedy standpoint, Lil Wayne, by the way, I know you're listening to this because we're throwing you clearly heard these
Weezy F,
sick
baby,
bars.
dude. Yeah.
Like Weezy, listen, I'm trying to wear some truck
Tunchi.
fit. Nah, I'm not going to Target.
Weezy F, baby.
But
Lil Weezy,
when he talks to
Millions of names.
by the way, rappers are getting way too many names now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I
doubt.
don't even know how to look them up anymore, dude.
You say that, dude, but I think like fucking most rappers like stuck with one name, dude. Lil Wayne didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Like I fuck with Wayne as like Tunchi forever.
You remember Birdman was just Birdman? You know what I mean? Like I was like Tunchi.
Lil Wayne was also Birdman Jr.
Yeah, Birdman. That's right, dude. I was like, who the fuck? I remember first listening to him. I was like, who's Birdman Jr.? And then I saw him kiss on the mouth. I was like, that's just some fucking gang shit, dude. But what was the one? It was like when I hear him in interviews, bro. I'm like, how has this man made millions? Because I'm like, how? I'm gonna, like he's done so much coding and shit, bro. His throat is fucked,
Dude. Like I 26, right? So like Lil Wayne was like what was playing in fucking my high school, dude. It's like that motherfucker talking about codeine crazy and codeine this and lean that. So it's like a little kid. I was like fucking codeine lean. It's like it's a cool young hip drug to do, dude. Not knowing it was like basically like a fucking like heroin. You know what I mean? And I remember like just like drinking codeine at people's houses and shit. Like fucking Lil Wayne, baby. I'm double cupped up.
So yeah,
Sprite and Jolly Ranchers and all that shit.
Not realizing I'm on the bridge ruining my life.
I'm about to overdose on a drink.
Whenever I'd see the dude with the codeine there, with bring the codeine to the party, that was always like, I was like, where's the squad? I was like, we definitely like we sit on the. I remember the first time I tried it, dude. I felt so sick, and then it hit me, and then I was like super relaxed, and then I was like this. Like I couldn't even move, dude. I was like, fuck, bro.
To me, like dumbest shit in middle school. Like, when I went to Tate's Creek for middle school, so we walked past that hood ass gas station, and they had like a fucking drink called Lean, bro. I was like Lean. That was like a little soda that was just like
get
syrupy
that
as
shit,
fuck.
dog.
Yeah,
Get
dude.
that shit,
so me and
dog.
my buddy like buying like a bottle of Sprite, 2 cups, and a Jolly Rancher, pouring
Hey.
this
Hey,
energy.
girls, we got the lean, dog.
Yeah, pouring this energy drink that just has fucking like what's that shit? The little sleepy medicine that starts with an M.
Oh,
Melatonin?
Yeah, it's like melatonin crunched up into it. And it's literally,
what the fuck were y'all
dude,
doing,
bro,
dude?
yeah.
Jesus
Literally,
Christ.
But it wasn't anything. You know what I mean? It was literally like a fucking gas station drink made for little kids to get tricked and
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
stupid and buy quote unquote lean, dude.
That's like the shit. Remember when you crush up the
Smarties and you smoke them?
Yep.
Same, bro. Yeah, dude. That's fucking
Dude, you went to Tate's Creek Middle? I went to Tate's Creek Middle.
really
Yeah. Wait, when did you graduate high school?
14.
14? I was 13. Okay, so we're a year apart.
So yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
we
in
definitely
school
were
around-
there
yeah,
in
dude.
school together, for sure.
I left right when they started doing that fucking like breakdown shit and putting niggas in like connexes and shit. But
shit.
a lot of Tate's Creek kids, like the kids before you, did like 3 years and
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
inside a metal box inside Tate's Creek because they didn't have classrooms because they're doing a remodel of the school for like 5 years.
Right.
So the kids that were there for the 3 were in like.
No
these
wonder everyone was
shitty
so
little,
angry
like,
over there,
mobile-
bro. Fuck, dude. No matter they put a police. Was the school there
Dude,
before the police
swear
station?
to God, every other bro, Tate's Creek is wild because it had one of the highest death rates as far as like suicide and murders.
Oh my God.
As any
Yeah.
other high school, and we literally have a
Right
police
behind a
station.
police station.
Right there.
What, a minute away from the
Walking
school? Hey,
distance.
Bro, if you had a good arm
balls
on you,
throw, yeah, so I'm saying a balls throw away from the fucking school, dog, and I mean, just the highest murder. I mean, every other time where I was out of Tate's Creek, it's like, oh, we're in lockdown. It's like, why? It's like someone was shooting behind the gas station next to the police
Right,
station.
right.
you know what's crazy then is that like you hear that stuff back then and like hearing that shit, we were like, fuck. And now you hear that shit without making it, but it is like, it's all like, well, at least no one died.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, people shooting outside the school, like nowadays,
Yeah,
motherfuckers
it's-
blowing off inside the school.
It's fucking. Did y'all see the thing at Henry Clay not too long ago? A kid brought the AR there, tried to fuck some shit up.
No way. For real?
Yep,
Kid
tried
just
to-
brings a gun to Tate's Creek and gets shot before he's able to.
Yeah, dude. I want to know what they're watching, bro. I feel like life is too easy for all this stress. dude.
I was like a little rough and cut kid, baby boy. I got kicked out of Tate's Creek and sent to the alternative school, like, you know, MLK and shit like that.
yeah.
It wasn't MLK though. I got sent to something that was before MLK called Project Rebound.
I tell you what. For you guys not in Lexington, what is MLK?
MLK. I mean, MLK is the same thing MLK is in every other fucking.
That's
I mean,
every
the
time
MLK
I've
school
been MLK.
and every other fucking school is an alternative school for fucking motherfuckers struggling, bro. But it's like, dude.
Yeah, when you road name MLK, you usually kind of drive past that road.
Street neighborhood named MLK. It's like, it's fucking brutal.
Right. Wait, you went to a school called Project something?
Project Rebound. They would send me to school to do like half my days in regular schooling, and then I would spend the other half of my day on a horse park. It's like, listen, hold on, I don't know math for reasons. So like I would do like half my day in school and do like Play-Doh bullshit online clicking shit.
Play-Doh
like
sucked.
3.5 hours in, they'd be like, "And do you guys ready to fucking change out horseshoes on these fucking horses?" And I would be pulling.
You were
bro. I mean, doing horse work, bro. Work, and it was around the same area they're building the Alltech Arena, and they would just send these kids.
So free labor.
And when you're younger, you're thinking, "Cool, it's teaching me character or something like that." And what it was the government contracting out fucking delinquent kids to the fucking Alltech Arena while it's being built and put together.
Yeah,
and now I don't know my times tables past 5. Like, you saying you're a math major, like that was like I was like thinking about that. So dude, I am
6 times 7,
so
bitch?
fucking. Like, I'll be at a bar and I'll look at a fucking stranger and I'm like, "What's 20% on this tab?" And they're like, "Dude, you just moved the desk." I'm like, "Nigga, you do it if you don't have it, bro." Fucking damn.
You're looking at people, it's like, what time is it? It's like, the clock's right there. It's like, it's fucking
It's
analog, bro.
analog,
I
bitch.
can't read that shit.
I am old enough where I'm like, I look at an analog clock and like, I know what's going on there.
Right. You kinda, but it's not because we know, it's because we base off memory. I'm pretty sure that's 3. It also could be 6. Either way, I'm doing good.
It's like, and I'll just check my phone.
Yeah. I love wearing a watch because I'll look at it when I'm fucked up and I'll be like, fuck. And I'll also be like, I didn't set this. So,
You're like, this is
Still
not
9 a.m.
people, old people get so angry at me because I'll wear the watch. They're like, "You mind telling me the time?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "No, dude, check your watch." I was like,
This is
I was like, I don't even know if there's a battery in it, dude. But no, I'm so glad people said it because, dude, you should see me with these fractions at this lumber store, dude. Like, it is probably making. I went home the other day. I looked up fractions for adults. That is
the only reason I
Fractions for
kind of have
dummies.
any vague awareness of like fucking fractions and like math is because like I had to cut a board and add like a 1/4 inch of a cut, and I'm like, fuck.
So you're good with the number 16 is what
Yeah,
you're
it
saying.
is.
And the funny thing
I
is,
know my
too,
16 is for sure. All the way through.
you can tell that like this is my first time out there because they gave me the 30-footer yardstick or the measuring tape. I stay throwing it like a Spider-Man web. It's on my hip and I'm like, "Tuh!" You know what I mean? Like I try grabbing stuff off the table and I was telling the guy who works there, I was like, how cool would it be if this was a superpower?
No, you know something more Spider-Man-esque? Take that web wrap that you, the plastic wrap you wrap the board sails up in.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking just wrap a dude up in that shit. Hang that motherfucker anywhere, bro. It's cool.
Hang them upside down.
Dude, that's my ASMR there, dude. When you got to wrap that shit, I'm like wrapping it, and they're like, "Hunter, that's good." And I'm like, "You better make sure it don't move."
You're like, but I'm getting close.
I was like, they showed me the bubble wrap room. I was like, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
You guys saw that I brought bubble wrap here last time.
Yeah, right.
Like I had.
Was that where that was from?
Oh yeah, I was
Fuck
ripping
yeah.
sheets off in there, and I was like. By the way, I did not do that. That was a joke. We had plenty of bubble wrap.
Yes.
But no, we have literally being out there has, and the only reason why I know 20% is because fucking I did that for 7 years. So now, if it's most of my tabs were $20 to $50, so now I know it like that. How it works, couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
So I've like had 2 different serving jobs, like 2 different places, and I specifically don't look at my tips because I get too fucking mad at the concepts. Like I just don't like I'll catch this shit at the end of the night because if I catch somebody leaving like a fucking, they're like, actually I'm leaving it, like they mark the spot that says custom and leave a 14% tip. I'm like, how about you die, dude? It's like the fucking 15 was too much for you.
I always love the people coming in there before they have alcoholism. And I like it's always great to see like what youth looked like before, you know what I mean? And they'll come in there and they'll be like, "You just got to be positive." I was that. And then every day.
Oh yeah.
You know, remember that?
I was that guy. Yeah.
And then like after you get the 5th tip, that was just a Bible verse. You're just like, well, now I hate God. So that sucks too. Right. That was the one thing I kind of had going on for me. Any type of savior was just
I knew God is bourbon. Fuck this place. Yeah.
I was telling you during COVID, I don't know if this was like you for you, Devin, but I was like legit in a like when with that one bar open, Campus Pub, like after COVID. I don't know if you knew.
God.
I'm telling you, Dylan knows, dude. We were going over there being fucking ridiculous because we also had stimulus too. Everyone in there was just like, rounds on fucking me.
Yeah. And then, I lived 2 minutes away to walk.
Yeah.
And it was dangerous.
And then I got this this thing called bills that came back, and then the IRS was like, "Hey, by the way, we want that back." I was like, "I thought this shit was free."
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
thought Donnie hooked me up. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck happened? But yeah, man, that was. Had you done anything for COVID for the comedy at all during that time period?
Nah, bro. Like when COVID was like in full effect, I was not doing comedy, and then like kind of when it came on into Lil Wayne out, I was like into comedy. I waited for like the scene to die real quick.
Yeah. What was your first place you did comedy at?
First, Maria's Kitchen, dude, hosted by like Alex Hernandez, bro. Who's one of the guys that say you should have on here, bro? That motherfucker's cool as shit, funny as fuck. Yeah.
Are they still doing it over there?
No.
Is that place still open?
Maria's Kitchen, Maria's Kitchen's still open. We just don't do open mics over there. They don't want to work on evenings and shit like that.
Yeah, man.
But
What are the open mics in town, right? Because there's
Lexington, Kentucky's open mics right now are very like sparse and few between. There's one at Chevy Chase Inn every Sunday. That's fucking fun to do because it's old, drunk, like well-off white people.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can hit any broad category on that one.
There's just hot older women in there, like 50-year-old women where you're like,
we gotta get pierced.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely hitting Chevy Chase.
Yeah, that's a lot of
oldest bar in Lexington.
A lot of Sharons and Karens in there, huh?
The show I host over at Girls, Girls, Girls every second Thursday of the month. And I think Luke Willoughby and McGregor Lakes are going to be putting on a show at Old North Bar, which would be like every other Tuesday.
And guys, for people that are interested in this, for sure, reach out to us if you have any questions. We'll ask Devin.
My Instagram's deactivated right now, but I'm going to reactivate it after this
just
show.
for the show, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Fucking being mentally
He's about to get
ill.
old messages being like, damn, that chick was hit me up, dude. But yeah, well, we'll get you guys some information. And if you guys are really interested in this stuff too, like I'm saying, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to do it in the first place. And you know, I feel like it should be a community of everyone.
Said, dog, no self-awareness. Don't think about yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone's cringe, dog. Quit respecting anyone's fucking endeavors or anything. Just go and put your shit out there.
No one's gonna give a fuck anyway.
That's
So
what I'm
it's
saying,
against
dude.
you out there.
Yeah, so for all the 4 people listening, just know that you can be what you want to be.
Wait, we gotta shout out our loyal subscriber.
Oh, I'll do it for him.
Yeah, there we go.
Lexi, thank you.
Lexi.
Yep, she's killing it.
We have
Yeah,
one subscriber.
that's a whole backstory. Good shout out over there.
So
We gotta keep the
Lexi.
streak alive.
Whoa, dude, chill.
She cute.
I'll get Brady on here.
I am single.
No, but to that too, is Al's Bar still doing stuff over there?
I don't know. They do like a fucking improv night, and this shit's like yes and fucking weird ass.
Yeah.
bullshit.
I don't like
fucking know,
improv at all.
dude. I don't
Really?
understand it, dog. Yeah, fucking.
So I kind of always had a thing to where, so my favorite stuff was always sketch comedy. So I always found that because it was kind of like the well balance of like writing, like stand up and improv.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're good. But my favorite thing was
Wait, do we want to wrap it up?
Yeah, actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, before I go on another fucking 8-minute tangent here.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Stuck in Santa. Everyone, give a shout out to our amazing guest today, Devin. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming on here.
Got anything you
Hit
want to
that
plug?
applause button.
Yeah, easy. It's the first episode, dude. Yes, sir. There it is. It's a lot better than this. The old. Hold on. No, I was looking for crickets, but as you guys know, the buttons will get better.
Every second Thursday at Girls, 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 we'll hang out. You guys want to fucking come on here, tell jokes, talk some shit, tell a funny story, come hang out with me. _Valdo on Instagram.
There it is.
Dude.
Getting it back on there.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, you guys know the thing. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you definitely liked it. Share it. Please throw it out there. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach us. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in to Second Stat.
There we go.
Thank you guys
Thanks
for having me.
again.
I had a fucking blast.
I'm glad you came, man. It was a good
Thanks for
time.
having me. Yeah.
Great time.
Fuck yeah, boys.
Bye.